Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Board of County Commissioners regular meeting. Today being Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021, current time 6 p.m. First item on the agenda is the invocation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. If you'll join us.
I invite you to join with me if you're willing. Gracious Father, we quiet our hearts and minds for just a minute this evening, pausing to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. At the hectic pace in which we live, it is easy to overlook or take for granted the love of family and friends, or something as simple as a beautiful sunrise or sunset. Help us take the time each day to enjoy this journey we call life, to let those who are special to us know how we feel. And if we can help someone in need, never let us hesitate to reach out and be that blessing to others. At this time, we ask for wisdom and understanding, discernment and clarity of purpose as we gather to do the public's business. May your blessings continue on this county, this country, and all its people. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, a couple points of information tonight. We have a couple of proclamations and presentations this evening, and then we'll also have public comment. There is an addition, item 10A2 has been added for the appointment of the Medical Examiners Advisory Task Force. And then there was just a few items attached to the regular agenda for 1A administration as additional information. That being said, first item of business will be the approval of the minutes for October 12th, 2021, followed by approval of minutes of the meeting, special informal meeting of October 14th, 2021. Are there any items of, sir?
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion by Hutchison, second by Bartz. Any comments or questions on the item? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. As we move into public comment, we do have a presentation tonight from Waste Pro, and there has been some folks interested in that conversation. Is anybody here to speak on Waste Pro during the public comment? Because if you were, I would have you hold your comments, and I would open it specifically after their presentation. I see no. And so at this time, we'll open public comment. Anyone wishing to address the board on any item on the agenda, you're welcome to join us, except for those which will be a public hearing, and you will be able to speak at the time of the public hearing. Good evening and welcome. Just let us know who you are for the record.
David Kaplan, River Park. Nice to see you all again. It's been a while since I've been up here. It is both a regret and pleasure that after 9 years of being president of the River Park Neighborhood Association, formerly known as River Park Homeowners Association, it's time for new leadership as I'll be retiring. I'm here to introduce our new president, Barry Janaway, and also Sheila Merkel, of course, will remain our treasurer. And Barry lives on Southeast Naranja at Floresta, and as you'll see, has been involved with our issues for quite some time, and has been working with the city of Port St. Lucie's plan for widening of Floresta. He has been and will continue to be a great asset for River Park. Our purpose is to keep River Park beautiful and improve it while keeping it safe for all to enjoy. This past year, we're successful in working with the county to provide semi-bus stop seats there at Prima Vista Advanced Auto Store, and we hope to continue to work with the county to receive grants and provide more semi-seats and shelters for our mass transit as it expands. We expect you will keep your promise to prevent River Park, our neighborhood here, from being annexed by the city of Port St. Lucie. Our River Park Marina is a gem in the county. Please protect our marine boat launching areas. The path behind the park brings one back to nature, what it was and how it looked long ago. This is why the park and the sightseeing boat can make a living working out of our park. This year we watched as the last empty lot on our canal was cleared without a permit. You made the contractor get a permit, install erosion control when notified. Months later, the lot was filled and graded again without any erosion control, and dirt washed in the canal. Presently, there are piles of dirt at each corner of the property in the canal. We expect better from the county. It's a great place to live. Let's work together and keep it that way. Tonight, I'd like to remind you of some of the issues that need to be addressed and kept on your agenda in our neighborhood. The rusting corrugated metal pipe, the outfalls on South Naranja, repaired 15 years ago by inserting smaller poly pipe inside. This reduces the capacity by a third. When Floresta was washed out, the city found it necessary to replace it with even a larger size. There's more there you can read, of course, about it. Years ago, the county added drainage structures at our intersections to keep the motorists from running over the mitered end sections. As you know, our streets are too narrow to put a stripe down the middle. They're really considered one lane, although you did pave them, and we thank you for that, because I know you have very many streets that are still dirt in the county. It's amazing. But with this design, the boxes are deeper than the outfall, and they basically hold water, and it creates a mosquito pond. So we talked about there needs to be benches poured in it so that the water doesn't stand. Our swales are holding water. Again, due to our street widths, the county has come out and they've done some paving, but I have pictures here to show you that are washed out the corners. One of the last issues I have are my pet peeves. The sign litter takes place all over our neighborhood. The plastic corrugated cardboard on metal stands. I have some pictures here. You would think that with the people's phone number on there, you'd be able to go after the owners, whoever put that sign up. Obviously, you know, if it's Joe's Meat Market and this is my number, who else is responsible for that sign? Is he going to blame somebody else? But I have pictures there with multiple. You can drive down the streets and you'll see them also. One of the things we're concerned about is removing the nutrients from our waterway. I was hoping there's plans for filtering the outfalls. We're all downstream from somebody. Again, there's a comment here about during Hurricane Whitney. We'll share our time here together. We could.
Okay.
During hurricane hardening there on Naranja, I gave you the address there. They moved one of the lights from the intersection. We're just asking it to be put back. It's beneficial to have the intersection lit in the neighborhood, so that's what that's about. And the last one of the pictures I have here is the sanitary manhole. It's owned by the city. It's out in front of Barry's house. You'll see it's cracked. It allows storm water to go in and allows sewage to come out. The city looked at it and they're going to put it on their agenda to work on it, but I think somebody should put a fire under them and at least do something temporarily. You'll see the cracks and holes in the picture there. And with that, I'd like to pass it over to Sheila, who has some issues. If you look at the last two pictures in my packet there, you'll see the issues that Sheila's talking about here.
And Madam Clerk, they are sharing time, so if you'll set the clock.
My name's Sheila Markell, and I live at 153 Rio Mar Drive. Over the last 10 years or more, I have emailed communications with multiple St. Lucie County employees related to the drainage problem on Rio Mar Drive. I've spoken to, emailed with Christopher Lestrange, Danielle Williams, Hunter Collier, Monica Graziani, and Mike Walter, to name a few, who said they would either look into it or review the issue and refer it to someone else. But the drainage problem is still present. My neighbor who lives next door to me at 155 Rio Mar Drive has told me that his mail is also being destroyed by the waves of water blasting our mailboxes from the storm drains that have not been working for over 10 years. I have been communicating with Shannon Mirez from Road and Bridge Project Manager via email, and her last email read, "The contractor was out on August 20th of this year, attempted to clean the structures or culverts and conduct the temporary fix that she had talked to me about. Unfortunately, we found that the structure repair that she had planned would not be effective due to the condition of the culverts. Rather than make the situation worse, we chose to stop the work. In the researching of the location, I found that this issue has been approximately 10 years old. This means that the location will be addressed with a permanent repair. The drainage on Rio Mar Drive is in the work plan for the upcoming fiscal year. I will work to get it scheduled as soon as possible after October 1st. Unfortunately, I cannot provide specific dates for the work until the new fiscal year funds become available and can schedule a contractor." And those pictures are attached to David's pamphlets. I have had many conversations with the county over the years concerning drainage on Riamar Drive and in my own backyard, because my back neighbor was allowed to put too much fill on his property before he built his house, and all his runoff goes into neighboring yards. According to what I've been told by the county, all the runoff water is supposed to go to the front of anybody's property to the swales. Oh, that doesn't happen. When will the county fix this drainage problem in our area? It's been a long time. I wear billy boots to go out in my backyard on rainy days, and I have pets that have to poop in our swamp-like backyard. Thank you.
Thank you. And if I may, on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners, I want to thank you, Mr. Kaplan, for your time and your efforts in your community. I can tell you that you are one of the most communicative individuals in the associations in which we all support and serve. And your invaluable information and timely information, I think, has helped us all with a lot of different issues in that area. So you will be missed. And I'm not sure if you missed a meeting or how you got the job, but God bless you.
That's how it usually works.
I didn't know what I was voting for.
Well, again, thank you very much, and thank you for your kind comments tonight. And all of our staff is here, so each one of them has heard your concerns, and additional information can be held with one of your district commissioners as well.
I look forward
Okay.
to working with them.
Thank
It's
you.
a great place to live.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are under public comment. Anyone wishing to address the board? Unless it's a public hearing, then we'll hear you at that time. Good evening. Just let us know who
Hi.
you are for the record.
My name is Gia Delori, and I am with Indian River State College, DECA, and I am promoting our bazaar. So it is November 13th, so not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. And I just want to promote this bazaar. Apparently, I've been told that it's been going on for 40 years. We weren't able to have it because of COVID. And so this year we are putting it together under the supervision of Professor Joseph Sempervivo. And he is also the DECA advisor. And I don't know if you're familiar with DECA, but DECA is a business club at IRSC. And the students, I'm a member, we learn how to compete in nationwide competitions starting this week. And we will compete on business ethics, business research, you name it, finance, everything. There's a broad array of things we compete for. And Professor Sempervivo trains us, and so these are the future. I'm a non-degree singing student. I've already been through college. But these are students who are going to be out in the workforce, in the business, whether they're working themselves for businesses or they're going to be entrepreneurs and owning their own business. So they learn a lot, and it's a really great club. It's probably the best. I'm a little bit biased nationwide, but we have competed in the past, and we normally have top rankings internationally. We're usually in the top 5. So with Professor Sempervivo, hopefully we'll continue that winning streak. But the bazaar, I've been told that we've had under 100 booths to 130 booths. Now, since this is COVID, post-COVID, we're hoping to have a really big, huge turnout. And we've already sold close to 100 booths. And so we want to reach that 130 booth. So if you could promote booths, just have people call the business department at IRSC. They'll probably talk to me. And we have, an array of vendors as usual. We'll have food trucks, live music. This year we're actually having a comedy show. We have 3 heavy hitters. They are all family friendly. And they are, you have your opening act and then you have your headliner. We don't have an opening act. All 3 of them are professional headliners. So it's $20. We are close to already selling out of that. Probably this week we'll be at full capacity for that theater. So we are expecting a huge turnout. There's going to be a car wash. So you can easily just come in for the car wash. The car wash is going to support the International Club, so they'll get proceeds for that. And we're having a design sale as well. So local designers are designing stuff and they're selling it. We'll have a book sale from the math department. Obviously, it's not going to be just math books, but there's going to be such a wide array of things that we can promote in the community and do well for our DECA students. The proceeds for the DECA department, which is the main bulk of the proceeds, will go to scholarships for students in DECA. So if they're in DECA and they apply for the scholarship and they win the scholarship, the money that they will get will go towards obviously their school scholarship, their education, but also food and housing for any travel that they do during the competition. So that's it. I have flyers, and my only question is, where can I leave flyers?
You can leave them at the desk on the way out by the elevator, would be a good place.
Okay.
But before your time is running out, so
Sure,
just
I'm
wanna-
done.
do you have a website or is there a Facebook page that people can go to?
So it's on the Indian River Facebook page, and then you can easily call the Indian River State College Business Department,
That
and
number is?
I have all the connections for all social media.
Okay, very good. Didn't want to take your thunder, but I was a DECA student. I also won the national championship for business and marketing. And all of that got me here, so what I'll tell you, so
Thank you, I appreciate it.
thank you. We are under public comment. Anyone wishing to address the board? See no further movement from the public. We'll come back to the board. All right. Next item will be a proclamation, resolution number 21-348, proclaiming the month of November 2021 as National American Indian Heritage Month in St. Lucie County, Florida. Madam Clerk, please read the resolution.
A resolution proclaiming the month of November 2021 as American Indian Heritage Month in St. Lucie County, Florida. Whereas the Board of County Commissioners of St. Lucie County, Florida has made the following determinations. Native Americans and the indigenous people of North America has significantly influenced the history of culture of our great nation. The contributions of American Indians have enhanced the freedom, prosperity, and greatness of America continues to enjoy today. The customs and traditions of American Indians have respected and celebrated as part of the rich legacy of the United States. In 1924, Congress enacted the Indian Citizenship Act. In 1986, Congress passed and President Ronald Reagan since signed the proclamation authorizing American Indian Week. In 1990, President George H.W. Bush designated November as a National American Indian Heritage Month. After 100 years of efforts to recognize American Indians, National American Indian and Alaska Native American Heritage Month is celebrated to recognize Native cultures and educate the public about the heritage, history, art, and traditions of American Indians and Alaskan Natives. Now therefore it be resolved by the Board of County Commissioners of St. Lucie County, Florida. The Board does hereby proclaim the month of November 2021 as American Indian Heritage Month in St. Lucie County, Florida. The Board urges the citizens of St. Lucie County to join us in honoring American Indian Heritage Month with community celebrations as well as cultural, artistic, educational, and historical activities that will take place across the state of Florida and in St. Lucie County, Florida, passed and duly adopted this second day of November 2021.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
So moved.
We have a motion by Townsend, second by Mitchell. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. I'll be accepting the resolution this evening on behalf of the recipients. Next item will be a resolution number 21-395, proclaiming the month of November 2021 as Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month. Madam Clerk.
A resolution proclaiming the month of November 2021 as Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month in St. Lucie County, Florida. Whereas the Board of County Commissioners of St. Lucie County, Florida has made the following determinations. Alzheimer's disease is a public health crisis with an 18.5% increase in death of citizens during the COVID-19 pandemic. In Florida, the prevalence of Alzheimer's disease is estimated to increase 24% from 580,000 in 2020 to 720,000 in 2025, with 70% of the care provided by family caregivers in the community. In St. Lucie County, there are 9,850 families coping with the effects of Alzheimer's disease, combined with 13.6% of persons aged 45 and older having subjective cognitive decline. It is critical that Alzheimer's families within our local community coping with all stages of the disease process are safe and their well-being is preserved, as well as their dignity and quality of life through services and resources accessible to all cultures for those 18 years of age and older. Patients can live with this disease for 2 to 20 years, with an average being 10. The board extends its gratitude to those advocates and supporters, including but not limited to the Alzheimer's Community Care and its board of directors. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of County Commissioners of St. Lucie County, Florida. This board does hereby proclaim the month of November 2021 as Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month in St. Lucie County, Florida. The board urges the citizens of St. Lucie County to learn more about Alzheimer's disease and attend educational events that are free and open to the public during Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month in St. Lucie County, Florida. Passed and duly adopted this second day of November 2021.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
So moved.
We have a motion by Bart, second by Townsend. All in favor? Aye. Thank you very much. Tonight, we have Mary Barnes and David Dangerfield here from the Alzheimer's Community Care to accept the resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
Shall we take a picture with the...
With the proclamation?
There we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, come on. Mary, come on.
Oh, yeah. Come on in.
We'll share the picture with you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Want to say a few words?
Thank you, Chairman. Yes, I sure do. Thank you so much. I'm Dave Dangerfield. I'm a board member of Alzheimer's Community Care. I want to thank the Chairman and the Board of Commissioners for declaring November 2021 Public Awareness Month and valuing our local work and our mission here in St. Lucie County. There are 9,850 families residing in St. Lucie County today who are dealing with Alzheimer's and dementia in their families. By the year 2025, that number will grow by 25% to over 12,000 families. Alzheimer's Community Care continued to provide help and hope throughout the whole past year and a half with COVID-19 pandemic. We pledged that our families were not isolated from services and resources, assessing our 24/7 crisis line, which handled over 1,100 phone calls through the telephone, caregiver tool, and specialized daycare and care service and care centers provided over 58,493 hours of care. We pledge to you, the county commissioners, and to the county that every dollar received, 93 cents goes directly to patient care. Your recognition of our cause for this November 2021 Public Awareness Proclamation demonstrates how you care and value the most vulnerable and fragile population in this county, our Alzheimer's families. Thank you so much for recognizing our work.
Thank you, and thank you for all the work that you and everybody who volunteers and participates in Alzheimer's care. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. It was a joy. Commissioner Bartz was able to come to our grand opening of the third daycare center here in St. Lucie County that we have. And we have eyes on a fourth, I'll say.
Great, congratulations.
So, thank you all very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, next item is a presentation, and tonight we have a check presentation in support of fine-free libraries. The Friends of the St. Lucie County Library are here, and I can tell you it's been a great relationship for these many, many, many years, and we have probably the greatest library system in all of Florida, if not the nation. Amen. See? Well, good evening, and thanks for coming.
Good evening. My name for the record is Judy Miller, and I'm here representing the Friends of the Library this evening. And Susan has a check in the amount of $10,000 that we want to give you. you know, about 3 months ago, you all adopted or helped us help by supporting fine-free libraries. And that's a big decision on your part, but you made that decision. Given what happens with the loss of funds, the Friends stepped in and they said they wanted to contribute $10,000 back. Now, I want to tell you, our intent is that that money goes through the county commission back to the library, right? And to make up for those things that are basic needs that we'll still have to fund. So on behalf of Carnell Clifton, who is our board chair, and Susan Jacobs, who's our director, and Sean Mitchell, who's our county commission representative, and all of our other board members who are here this evening, I want to say thank you for your support and your declaration that it is the best library. It is. You're in good company when you did the fine-free decision, because over 400 libraries throughout the country have made that decision, and more libraries in Florida are doing it. As a result, in our county, we're having more and more people come to the library, check out books, return lost books, and just the benefits have been wonderful. So I'd end by encouraging all of you to join Friends of the Library. It's a great organization and a great cause. So thank you very much.
Mrs. Miller, how
Yes.
do the folks at home volunteer to assist in any way? Is there a website? Is there an opportunity, or just
Susan?
contact Susan
Susan,
Jacobs at the
can
library?
you give the website?
It's a link on the library's website.
Okay, so it's on the county website. So
Yes.
anybody that wants to volunteer and assist, they can do that. And Ms. Miller, just so you know, since I've been here, they have not let me cash one check to put in my bank. I just want to make sure that's.
I love it.
And I want to recognize Mrs. Clifton, because you have been stalwart in being the face, the voice, the power behind the Friends of the Library for many years, and we're so grateful for your service. And I want to recognize also Commissioner Paula Lewis, who is hiding behind the check.
Who refused to speak.
But I had to point her out for sure. So that said, would you like to take a picture up here, and we'll stand behind you so that we can get everybody in?
So they won't let you sign it because there's no routing and account number on the back?
And the banker said we can't cash it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, come up here and.
Yeah, keep going. Right in front of the circle. There you go. That works.
Come on, hey, everybody.
All right. There you go, that'll work. That's good, dude.
There you go, you can get behind it, you can get behind it.
Just make sure you keep it low.
Just have to lower it.
Just don't hide behind it. All right.
Dude, you pull that down just a
Yeah,
little
pull
bit.
that, there you go. We want to see this. There you go, perfect. All right, ready?
All right, everyone, we're gonna look at
You got it.
Eric.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, good job. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you guys. Yeah, don't sit without looking.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that.
It's always nice to start out with good, feel-good stuff. It's always good. Okay, the next item is a presentation of economic impact analysis return on the investment from the St. Lucie County the St. Lucie Economic Development Council. And I see Mr. Pete Tesh coming forward with all this incredible news he wants to share with us tonight. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, Mr. Tipton. It's great to be in front of you again. First of all, thanks for coming to the EDC lunch, many of you. And also, on behalf of the EDC, we're really grateful for the partnership and investment in the EDC. And I think every commissioner that I talked to this evening said, "How long are you going to talk, Pete?" And I said, "Very briefly, Commissioner Hutchinson." So, very briefly.
I heard this at lunch.
Yes. So, I need a clicker.
Do we have a...
Up and out.
I had a dummy clicker this afternoon.
I'm not even going to touch that line to save my life.
So, as we're engaging in the technology. Just a little background, because I will be brief. But we thought it was really important to measure the vision and mission of the EDC, and I use the word EDC as the Economic Development Partnership, private sector, public sector, all of us working together to help create high-wage, high-skilled jobs. So the economic impact analysis before you measures direct, indirect, induced, the overall economic output of our work together to help new and expanding businesses. So we commissioned the economic research firm of the Economic Strategy Center earlier this year, and they use the IMPLAN regional input-output model that I always talk about in front of you, and the fascinating PowerPoint presentations when we have the companies come up here, and we talk about the impact of this work and the multiplier effect on that. So what we did is we covered 46 projects that we've all worked on together from the year 2017 to June 30th, 2021. So just in a nutshell, these 46 projects are new and expanding businesses that have either come to St. Lucie County or we have expanded. And it's always a pleasure for me to read some of these companies: Expert Shutters, Tamco, Pursuit Boats, Maverick Boat Group, A1, Natalie's Orange Juice, Contender, John Steele, Axel, Oculus, FedEx, Cheney Brothers, Amazon. So I only read maybe a handful. You want me to go over all 46, Mr. Chairman? No, I didn't think so. So with that, using this IMPLAN model, 5,881 direct jobs are created as a result of that. And as we talked about this impact with regard to the model that we presented, quick economics lesson: the direct jobs is the actual impact of the payroll and the capital expenditures of those businesses and the jobs that are hired. The indirect jobs, in this case about 2,900, is the business-to-business transaction, if you will, the vendors and suppliers providing goods and services to those new and expanding businesses. And then the 1,400 is the induced jobs, and that is a result of increased consumer spending by those individuals that have more income, and also having that robust consumer spending, as we're seeing now, increases the demand for goods and services. So that is the total economic output. So increases in expenditures for housing, transportation, retail, professional services, insurance, and banking. This tide is raising all boats. So the bottom line is here, providing high-wage skilled jobs for our community, particularly how you all, from a public policy aspect, have conducted in a leadership role the need for economic development and job creation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You don't know how stressful it is to operate a clicker once in a while, even though there's two buttons on it. So looking at capital investment, of these 46 projects, the combined estimated capital investment by these businesses is close to $500 million, $494 million, $100 million. When you apply the multiplier and the various indirect and direct components to that total output, $1.8 billion with a B, $1.8 billion. So that sounds like a lot of money. It's amazing to see the energy from a financial standpoint on what that creates. And I think it's important to mention, and we talked about this at the EDC lunch today, is that the gross domestic product of St. Lucie County, measured by the Florida Office of Economic and Demographic Research in 2019, is about 8.4 billion. 8.4. So, you know, we're going to see something very dramatic with this infusion of $1.8 billion over the next years. I don't know what that's going to translate into, but will give me something to talk about to you in the future. So with that, that output and that job creation is pretty phenomenal in my modest opinion. So you know, we looked at the economic impact of what we're doing, and I'm always up here chatting about that when we have new and expanding business before you. But this part is the direct fiscal benefits that occur to our community as a result of that economic stimulus, if you will. So Economic Strategy Center measured the return on investment, if you will, and what types of tax revenues are coming to St. Lucie County. And annually from these projects, it's about $12 million to begin with. The municipalities is about $11.8 million. And then the other taxing districts, the fire district, the school board, the Children's Service Council, and the water management district, about a little over 16 million annual tax revenues coming into those taxing districts. So this indicates that you know, we're already immediately receiving direct fiscal benefits to our local governments based on your investment in economic development. So going to the last slide, looking at the return on investment. So every dollar that you all invest, both on the public and private sector side with these 46 projects, have a very pronounced return on investment. So on the public sector, as we just looked at on new taxes, for every dollar that you invest, whether it's in the EDC in our work, or when you help with property tax exemption or an incentive package, you're getting about $25 back for every dollar invested. Even more so on the private side, in that looking at that $1.855 billion economic output, that's providing almost $90 for every dollar invested. So, you know, as we looked and we talked about housing, transportation, banking and finance, retail, and all that consumer spending, we're on the right track. So I was just thinking, Mr. Chair, as I conclude my remarks, I wanted to stroll down memory lane just for 60 seconds. And I remember a conversation that I had with Commissioner Bartz back in 2015. And if you remember, we had Bill Fruth from Polycom Corporation come here. And you know, Bill Fruth is a very staunch advocate for economic development, but his message for us at the time wasn't really that rosy, was it, Commissioner? And Commissioner Bartz was really dismayed. It's like, hey, let's work together. But it's very fascinating to see where we've come in just the last 6 years with regard to job creation, and also trying to raise the wages of the men and women and the folks that work here in our county to give them a quality life and a sustainable wage. It's now happening. So anyway, I would just like to thank you all for your leadership in taking this very important subject and making it translate into reality. And then the second thing is, you know, we spent a lot of time back in 2014 on the St. Lucie Corridor study. And we were looking at, well, gosh, we got all this property in St. Lucie County. Every interchange on I-95 and the Turnpike was, you know, a citrus field and cow pasture, which they're very nice. But, you know, the land component is the primary element for development. So as we talk about these projects, I mean, we're almost talking about them in a one-dimensional fashion because they're just coming out of the ground. But in the next 18 months, as you drive down St. Lucie County all the way from Orange Avenue to Becker, there's going to be a very significant industrial development monument on every corner, you know, with lots of job opportunities in each one of them. So, Anyway, I just want to say that, you all have done a fabulous job, both from the policy aspect and also with Mr. Tipton and the staff, working together to make lives better for our residents. I'll be quiet right now. And thank you for letting me get in front of you all today.
Well, I think all of us are grateful for the work that you do with your group and your membership. It's important to understand that this board and previous boards made a commitment to change the economic diversity, created economic diversity in this county. There was a time when we were doing millions and millions of boxes of fruit and sending them off around the country, and that was a large part of our economic base. We know that with greening, that all went away, and we had to find a new way to manage the economy, that which is St. Lucie County. So in order to do that, we had to not rely as much as we did on rooftops, retirees, and tourism and ag, and change to intermodal distribution and manufacturing, and we've done that collectively. And we've done that as partnership between county government, city government of Port St. Lucie, and that of Fort Pierce. It's the outside world looking in saying, local government is cooperating very well. I'd like to invest there because they are doing it right. They are working together to make policy appropriate for a diversified economy that's suitable and beneficial to all of its taxpayers. And when you diversify and you get away from the rooftops and you're helping to have that commercial side, which helps to bring additional funds in, you can begin to lower the taxes on the rooftops for residential homes. But as importantly, you create the jobs, as you've indicated in your report, that those jobs are now paying a livable wage in which people can actually invest in their own community, pay for their cars, their houses, their whatever they want, right? So it's important to also understand we have tools in the toolbox, and you mentioned them a little bit briefly, and that is the tax abatement, the job grant incentive, impact fee credits. Those things are all a part of the big box of tools that we use to compete not only in the state, but nationwide. And so it's my understanding, and let me ask you, there is a referendum on the ballot for Port St. Lucie for the tax abatement. What you've shown us here and what you've reported out is that tax abatement has been an amazing tool in which to help create the economic diversity of this county. So when folks go to the ballot box, that's going to be on the referendum. Would you agree that the tax abatement is a good tool that should hopefully be supported by the community for the economic development diversity?
Yes, sir, and the statistics bear that out. So obviously, December 7th, City of Port St. Lucie has the property tax exemption referendum on the ballot, very critical. November 2022, the county and I believe the City of Fort Pierce will follow suit, so we need to win that, and then also work very closely with Mr. Tipton and Mr. Satterley from a staff perspective to ready us to make sure that we get this property tax exemption passed for the county.
And it's important to mention that this is not a cash giveaway. We're not giving taxpayer money away to anybody. The tax abatement is simply foregoing taxes for a period of time for a significant investment, such as 60 million, 100 million. Well, I don't know what Amazon's putting 1 million square feet. It's probably,
100 million.
100 million. So the FedExes of the world don't get that tax abatement unless they actually put the investment in, create the jobs, and the return on the investment has to be there before that's achieved. So I think that's what I wanted to point out tonight, and I want to ask the board if they have any comments or questions that they'd like to share with Mr. Tesh.
Mr. Chair, since Pete called me out earlier about how long is he going to talk, the reason why was because we had heard a lot of this at lunchtime today at the meeting with the EDC, and I said that jokingly, so you know that. But because these are good, I know you do. But those are good numbers that need to be shared, and we were fortunate enough to see them earlier today. But I hope that there's some way we can put this either out on the county's website also and share it there. I know you've got it on the EDC's website and so forth. But I think even having now a page, because these are things to brag about. These aren't businesses that have come and left. They've stayed and they've expanded continuously. Many of them have. So
I just have something.
youredc.com is our website. Take a look at it.
Very good. Commissioner Mitchell?
Just to let you know, I did not know you were going to give us a handout, so I had a cheat sheet at your luncheon today, and I was writing all this stuff down. So thank you for the handout today. It's riveting. It really is.
So I believe you got the full study, and
Yeah.
if there's any questions, we're happy to answer that. I know we have our friends from Stonemont and their site plan, and this is a great opportunity, another development group coming in and putting a very substantial investment on Kings Highway and Orange Avenue. So more exciting activity in front of us.
Commissioner Bartz?
So, Pete, when did you come here?
January 2014.
So we go way back. And
we
I
do.
think you remember some of the comments that I had with you back at the time. I want to say congratulations. The partnerships have been fantastic. They have really escalated our county and our cities to a new level, and that's all working together. So I want to say thank you. I thank you for the reports that you did that I saw at lunch as well. Some of those things I said to you, okay, you can forget them now.
Thank you, ma'am.
But thank you.
Commissioner Townsend, anything? You good?
Nope, everything's been
Okay.
said. Keep being awesome.
Very good.
You know we love you.
Thank you, Mr. Tesh.
All right, thank you.
All right, moving right along to our next presentation. That will be the Waste Pro update. Waste Pro staff is here. And we also have George Landry from our Solid Waste and Utility Department.
I have to switch it, or you?
I'll do it. I'll switch it.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Chairman, Commissioners. George Landry, Director of Public Utilities and Solid Waste, for the record. Before we dive into the Waste Pro update, I wanted to kind of give you guys a snapshot of what was happening inside the fence at the solid waste and recycling facility last year and the year before. So the slide that's up on the screen for everybody shows, in FY 1920, we had 201,000 tons of garbage that came through the gate at the landfill. That was a 5.92% increase from the year prior, 1819, which at that time we thought was a pretty remarkable year, seeing that development, that increase in tons. And for FY 2021, we're at 224,894 tons that came through the gate of just garbage, which is another 11.75% increase. So in the past 2 years, it's been almost 17 to 18% increase in the volume of just garbage coming through. You can see that C&D is up about 40%, so that kind of goes hand in hand with showing you what the development's been like around the community. And then the good news is our recycling's up about just under 13% from the year before. That's a really positive note because, if we did not have the single stream process, those additional 70,000 tons would be in that top number of 224,000. So we'd be sitting at 300,000 tons that it would have came through as garbage for the year. So this was just kind of a snapshot of what was happening inside the gate at the solid waste and recycling facility that the county operates. And at this point, I'll turn it over to Russell Mackey and Eddie Jesus here from Waste Pro, and they've got a presentation that they'd like to go over with you.
All right, thank you. Good evening, Mr. Mackey.
Good evening. For the record, again, Russell Mackey, Regional Vice President, Waste Pro Florida, 4100 Selvets Road, Fort Pierce. And this is Eddie Jesus. He's the local division manager. Funny story, I said Jesus or Jesus? No, it's pronounced Jesus. So my prayers were answered. I asked for God to send me somebody to help, and he sent me Jesus. But really, I got to start by thanking both the commission, the staff, and the residents for their patience and understanding over the last 18 months. It's been really tough. It's been tough on our industry. It's been tough on our team. They work really, really hard to provide this service, and it's a battle that's becoming ever more difficult every day. Just if you think about the slide that Mr. Landry just put in front of you, we're having to pick up more waste. And then if you think about the presentation right before that, the EDC, we're having just ever more competition for a job pool for those jobs. And I want to just take you through some of that and then take you through some ideas that we have that I think we can get out in front of this and come to solutions as we always have. This is my 20th year picking up garbage in this county. It's so crazy to think that, but started right before Hurricanes Francis and Jean back in 2003, early in 2003. So 19 years, I gave myself an extra year there. These are just really the state of the industry. This is not a Waste Pro problem. It's really hitting our industry. The largest bullet on there, I think, is a really great example, but it just talks about the unexpected pandemic consequences frustrates Florida's biggest city, and that's Jacksonville. And I think Jacksonville's a great example because there's 250,000 homes in Jacksonville, and it's split into 4 zones. Waste Pro has 60,000 homes. Waste Management has 60,000 homes. Republic had 60,000 homes. They just lost that. And the city has their own trucks and does it in-house with about 60,000 homes. So it's a great microcosm of the whole industry. And every single in-house service is struggling. The other 3 competitors are struggling. And it really comes down to, some real basic points. There's a shortage in staffing. That was before the pandemic. There was already a shortage of CDL drivers out there. Helpers. This rise of wages, and I'm all for it. I think it's a really great thing. The helpers that are on the back of the trucks, we could pay $25 or $30 an hour right now. They're paying their bills making 16 or 17 and having a job that's just a lot less physically demanding as being out on a truck in the hot sun 5 to 6 days a week picking up garbage. There's really no amount of money that we can raise those positions to sort of counteract that thing that's happening. Will that change? Will cycles change? Will it may. But I think we really need to think about that this is the way it's going to be, and we got to start to look for a plan to address it. The supply chain impacts. I mean, I never could have imagined how difficult. We cannot find garbage the metal dumpsters. I was an 8-yard dumpster, which is the dumpster that you guys have outside of the town hall here, was $685 12 months ago. It's $1,700 now for that same dumpster, and we can't get them built quick enough. Will that change? Yes, we're looking at people in Michigan and Texas and North Carolina. We're finding solutions to it, but there's really a difficulty right now. Parts for trucks are on back order. What does that mean? Now we need more trucks to support our fleet because you have more trucks down waiting for one little simple sensor. You've got a $400,000 piece of equipment sitting there waiting, and it's not doing us any good out there picking up garbage. Things that have hit here, Waste Pro. We've increased our wages 50% for drivers and the helpers. The cost of a truck has gone from $250,000 to $400,000. The containers, the plastic carts have gone up about 35%, and then the example I just gave you on the metal containers, 150%. Insurance has gone up 30%. Fuel is now rebounding and going up tremendously. So there's a lot of things that are adding to the cost. Then and I love St. Lucie County. I love the job you guys are doing. I think you really are doing a phenomenal job. It's a phenomenal place to live. I'm down in the rat race in South Florida, and I really miss my time of living on Hutchinson Island and having just a more relaxed way of life. But the fact is, bringing in Amazon, Cheney Brothers, FedEx, the booming construction industry that you have, there is a very thin pool of people to work on garbage trucks for us to go out and get. And that's just, it's a fact of the situation. It's something that we have to deal with. This just shows an article from Waste Management, the largest company in the country, as their solution that they're really pushing to counteract the inflation and the labor turbulence, as they use, is pricing and then automation. And automation is something that we've talked about. I know that a lot of you are in favor of taking a look at that and seeing what that looks like. So we're working on that with your staff right now. The cost increase, these recent cities that have gone out to bid, 20% increase, 50% increase, 82% increase. City of Miramar, which I did not put on this list because their competitive process is not completed, but they have an unlimited contract like St. Lucie, and the price went up 120% there, or the low bid is 120% more. So, look, I've been here 20 years. I know that's not going to be a conversation that anybody wants to hear, their price doubling. So what do we got to do? We got to look at more efficient ways to get the garbage picked up. So we're just making some examples, some suggestions that we want to work with your staff on to come back and bring you a comprehensive. I don't want anybody sitting at home to start calling the commissions and saying, oh, we don't want this, we don't want that, because these are ideas that we'll bring back at a later point, not Waste Pro saying that this is absolute what needs to be done. We need to act. We have to act. Automation of routes, using the 96-gallon cart. Most people have their own containers that they own. They're 32 gallons. So 3 of those fit into one of these 96-gallon carts. It just becomes more efficient way. The driver, the handler is dumping the can one time instead of having to dump 3 containers. It helps. It makes the route a little bit more productive. An automated vehicle, although we have to buy those vehicles and have them come in, you are only needing 1 person on the truck rather than 2, which helps just insulate. Not that we would never cut anybody. We need everybody that we have plus. It just lessens the burden of needing 2 employees to go out and do the same job that 1 employee can do. We've talked about reducing the residential garbage from twice a week to once a week. It becomes a lot more efficient to go down the street once a week and get that garbage collection. It helps with holidays because Saturday always becomes the pickup day if there's a day mixed, and you don't have these double pickup days that become so hard to pick up when twice the amount of trash is out on one day. The other benefit, and George talked about it a little bit too, is if we go to once a week, we really can push a lot more to the recycling bin. And the more that goes into the recycling bin directly benefits St. Lucie County and the sale of the materials at your recycling facility. So I think we could really launch a program. Other communities are doing it and doing it successfully, where you have the bin once a week for garbage. If you're a family and you produce more than that, you get a second bin by request. But then you really have to try to put more of your recyclable material into the recycling can. Because of the facility and the investment that you've made in a recycling facility, you're insulated. You have that built. A lot of communities can't expand their single stream programs because they don't already have that investment. You have it here. We need to maximize it. The yard waste pickup, and this is, this picture, back 15 years ago, you would have these piles, very few and far between, but this is the actual economics of that. If there's a 20-yard pile of yard debris in front of somebody's house, it costs us $180 to go pick that up and bring it to the dump. It's $120 an hour to run the truck. An hour and a half is $180. The landfill cost for 4 tons at $32 a ton to dump yard waste is $128. So to pick up that one load at the house one time costs us $308. Our annual compensation is $276 is what Waste Pro gets paid. So one pile, we're upside down for the rest of the year, and we still have to provide service at that home twice a week for garbage, once a week for recycling, and any other piles that they may put out. It's not sustainable, the financial model. More people have moved in. It's just they're placing waste out in ways they never did 15 years ago. And it's changing. Same thing on move-out piles and rental. This equation becomes even worse when you're talking with a 20-yard pile because we have to pay $49 a ton at the landfill instead of $32. It costs us $376 for one pile when our revenue for the entire year on that house is $276. That needs to be addressed. We have to look at that. That unlimited system that was started here was when there was a lot of illegal dumping all over the county, but the houses have filled up. You've filled up on streets. You don't have a lot of these little pockets of dead ends where people can go and dump without being seen. So I think that this is something that we really need to look at, having a once-a-month pile for your debris of anything that does not fit into the garbage can. Anything that does not fit into your containerized yard waste. It'll make the community look cleaner because now you only have that pile out once a month instead of both days for garbage right now. Somebody can bring down couches, mattresses, anything and put it at the curb. It's something that needs to be looked at for efficiency. So again, that's just a real quick. We know that we have to continue to improve on the current system. It's all hands on deck. We're probably 45 days away from really being out of the weeds that we were in over the last 6 months. And again, thank you for the time and patience for us to work through those things. Eddie and his team are doing a lot of great things. We've got a lot more to continue to do, but we want to work with your staff and bring you back something that represents what's going to be sustainable 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. And we got to get out ahead of it because I've been doing this 25 years and it has been the toughest year and a half of my professional life trying to pick up garbage in this new economy that we live in. So that's the presentation. I'm here to answer any questions. I have Eddie here from a local level. If there's anything that you would like to ask him, or we can continue to just work with your staff and bring you back something firm that makes sense.
From the board, any questions, comments? Commissioner Hutchinson?
Mr. Chairman, I've just got one comment, and thank you, Russell, for being here. And I can greatly appreciate how far we've come. Okay, and I enjoyed the conversation that I had with you, Mr. Jesus, yesterday, in the detail that you gave me of what you've done that didn't get covered tonight. So I almost feel like I've got an advantage, not a disadvantage to it. But one of the things I just like to stress, and we spoke about this yesterday, was I have no problem with you working with staff to get to a solution and where we're going to go from here. And it has improved, but there's still a lot of frustration going on, and we all know that. But I want detail in that plan.
Yeah.
There's an education proponent that needs to be put out there to the residents. There is, when you start making changes to something that people have experienced and have lived with for years, as you've mentioned, that education is going to be critical. To have people understand what we're doing if this is the way we're going to go. So that is going to be relying upon you. And when we talk about the automation, there's a lot of great things to automation. From a timing perspective, in scheduling and so forth, but there's also some downsides to it. They can be easily overcome, so I want a written plan, if you don't mind, to show how those are all going to be addressed before you come back on that. So,
no problem at all.
Any other comments from the board? Commissioner Townsend?
I don't want to repeat what Commissioner Hutchinson just said. I agree to a lot of these things, Russ, what you said. I think that the whole thing here, and you and I have had this conversation multiple times, that our residents are spoiled. They are used to taking and unloading a house and putting it at the curb, and the garbage men have always picked it up. So I do think, Commissioner Hutchinson, the key is going to be in education. You're going to have to do some advertising and commercials and social media, and I think we'll have to partner some with Eric and our media if we're going to take the change to 1 day a week household, which is a bigger can, to know that there's going to be restrictions. They can't cut down trees and put them at the curb, and they can't do a whole kitchen remodel and take that to the curb and it's going to be picked up anymore. So I think, I agree, Commissioner Hutchinson, it's going to be up to you to come in with some education to be able to let the residents know, and then I think we can move forward. But I do want to commend you because I know you've had a difficult time. I'm a private owner, and I feel the frustrations that you do, and everything you've stated here is true. People don't understand that, though, if they're not in private business. And so with COVID, you know, steel has gone up and everything else has increased. So I know that you're trying. I mean, I was out there today in Port St. Lucie, and I called your office, and in 15 minutes, Charles was there. So I know that you've been very responsive, and I want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
Anything else from the board?
Just
Commissioner
quickly.
Bartz?
So, Russell, thank you for being here. I'm not going to reiterate everything as well. You know that the last time you were here, I was very strong in my opinion that we must get the education out there. It's not going to be an easy task with as many people as we need to reach, and we need to touch them more than once.
Yep.
We all know that, you know, again, frankly, and I said this the last time, you guys spoiled them. That's a part of the problem.
Eddie tells me that all the time.
Well, and so I have to tell you that I agree, but I get both sides. I get that if a landlord evicts somebody and they put all that stuff street side, that's not really what you're supposed to pick up. But I get the other side that what you're doing for the neighbors by picking it up so that they don't have to look at it and deal with it for weeks until somebody comes and does the right thing. I know that's what that's what drives you to do those things. But until we let our residents understand that, again, you have done many, many things over the years that were not things that you necessarily were supposed to do or pick up. And that's going to be a hard lesson. People move here, they talk to their neighbors, and, you know, what do I do with this couch? I'll just throw it to the curb. Waste Pro will get everything. Really? You got a couple cans of paint? Throw that out there, too. Oh, and a TV? Throw that out there. So, literally everything. And doesn't have to be in a container, doesn't have to be bound. Your trees can be just any size. Your piles can be any size. Again, part of that you created, not for any bad reasons, but now the education has to be out there. The only thing, and I agree with giving us plans in writing, let's just make sure if any of those plans are changing what we're doing now, that we have everything in place. I remember the difficulty in getting recycling cans and not being able to get them out in full neighborhoods and things like that. So if we go to this garbage can, 96 gallons, we need to make sure that we are able to get them out when we say we're going to. Even if we say this neighborhood is going to get them on Friday, then that neighborhood has to get them on Friday. And then the next one can get them on Wednesday. But if we're going to do it, if you're going to do it, we have to do what we say we're going to do. And this year has been a tough year for everyone in almost every business. And, you know, our unemployment rate is not high. So I know you're having difficulties. I know that you're doing job fairs. You guys are doing a good job at that. Everybody is having the same problems across the board. I know the other garbage companies.
Mine will be 10
I
seconds.
know that they are as well. But I also want to thank you for trying so hard to get where we need to be. And I would hope that this comes back before us in maybe 90 days, 6 months, to see what that plan is and how we're going to execute.
Okay.
And sorry.
Commissioner Mitchell?
I'm not gonna be redundant, I'm just gonna say, I'm showing my age now, but there used to be a guy who sold suits, Sal Sims, and he said an educated consumer is your best customer. So when we roll these things out, all I ask, and I had a great meeting with you yesterday, Mr. Jesus, and I like your thought process, thinking outside the box, educate our citizens and make sure they know what we're doing. And that's it, thank you.
Mr. Chair, I think
Yep.
it's important to also note, because I know that the public watches these meetings, it's not just Waste Pro having issues. At our own landfill, George has put out for positions to be filled, 6 of them. And in hiring 6, he's lost 6. And so if it's happening right here to this organization at our landfill, then it's obvious that it's happening to you too. So do you want to speak a little bit to the public to let them know?
Mr.
And
Chair,
one more
Commissioner.
thing also, because of the landfill not being fully staffed, one of the things that we as the board committed to Waste Pro was we were going to go to later evenings so that they could dump before they went in the morning. We have not been able to do that because we've not been able to fill the position. So I just think it's important to have that on the record that our struggles are as real as yours.
So Chair, Commissioner, to answer your question, yes, so a few months back, the board graciously granted us some leeway to hire some more heavy equipment operators and a scale house person to expand the hours at the landfill to allow Waste Pro to dump, you know, in the evening time so they don't have to get there extra early in the morning to get to the landfill. And fortunately, those jobs have been posted, and out of the 5 jobs that were posted, we had 3 applicants. We hired all 3, and on the week that they started, we had 3 HEOs, 2 take jobs somewhere else, and 1 retired. So we went back to net same number, so those jobs are still posted. But we are working with Waste Pro on a plan, and we're working internal with the team, with Greg Atkinson, my division director, and Rebecca, the assistant director, on a plan to start the hours with our current staff, and we're just trying to get everything figured out because it's a strain already to run the operation the way that it is, because we're not at full strength, but we will get this going because we know the need for the citizens are. So we're just working on a plan, and once we have it dialed in, we'll be executing.
Okay.
So I'm happy to say that I'm totally comfortable moving forward and giving them another 6 months to come back because I think we have been moving in the right direction.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioners. I'm just going to add some exclamation points on some of these. This is an industry-wide scenario. So when we talk about education, I think it's something that you need to talk to your counterparts in your competition. And also from a Treasure Coast standpoint, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River specific, is that we run our ads and educational ads across the board, and we all end up with the same type of a process, whether it's a 96-gallon can and a recycling can and then 4 yards for waste, whatever the education is going to be. If we can make that collectively appropriate for each of the 3 counties and we all run the same thing, there's an opportunity for it not to spill over and one county's doing this and one county's doing that and create that confusion. Also, enhanced route efficiency, whether it's Waze or Google Maps or whatever the case is. A lot of times, you know, when you are in a situation in which you're hiring new drivers, they may miss places in St. Lucie County where a road it looks like a dirt road and it doesn't go anywhere, but it actually goes to 5 or 6 or 7 houses that may be missed. So some of those enhancements I think are important. The thing that drives me nuts is the cleanouts. It drives me crazy. But you know, when someone puts 3 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms and a kitchen out to the street and it's just laid out there, it's not our job to pick that up and do that. So I think from the education standpoint, there should be a process. We incentivize that rental owner that property owner who's going to do that to get a dumpster. A one-time dumpster, pick it up and take it. Now you don't have that, $375 cost associated with that clean out. You have the cost of the dumpster delivery and pickup. And so they would have to call for an appointment and then incentivize them with a lesser cost than a normal dumpster charge. That way it reduces that opportunity. So those are some of the things that I think are important. The yard waste, 4 yard pickup a week or a month, whatever that's going to be. But it has to be consistent, I believe, across the counties. But from an education standpoint, we use all the social medias that we have. And again, if we're doing it Treasure Coast wide, there will be no confusion in the community. So I would encourage you to talk to your counterparts. Each one of us in each county has our own departments for PIO and for communication, education, and our television studios. All of those things are available Treasure Coast wide. So that being said, I agree that there's obviously more time necessary to move forward. I'm hoping that as this thing starts to transition and where everyone's getting back to work and everyone's getting into a normal cycle, that this will really alleviate itself. But in the end, I think this is going to make your business a much better model. I've talked about this to you a long time, that the business model has to change. Having a helper on the back of the truck went away when I was in graduating high school. So I think it's really that's not that old, Russell. Anyway, if that's it for the board, I want to again thank you guys, and George, I want to thank your staff too for participating and supporting the effort that Waste Pro is trying to provide. And Mr. Jesus, again, I had a great time talking to you. I think you're going to be the silver bullet, if you will, and trying to kill this werewolf that we have as a problem with our waste pickup. So. I actually want you to go ahead and say something, and because you came here, you listened to all our complaints and so on and so forth and ideas, and if you can just summarize it here in the next few moments, and we can move on.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Commissioners. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you this evening just briefly. Had a good quality time with everyone yesterday and conversing about our direction and where we're at currently with the organization, the direction we're heading, and the future that we have. In the past, we have not had a good role model for Waste Pro based upon all the economic conditions and concerns that have happened. But as we move forward, we're building a great team, a great environment, and a great commitment to the communities, to the counties, to what we can do and profess every day. As we move forward in the model, there was discussion about going to automate it. In the city, we did a small pilot program, Copper Creek. It was around 600 houses. We rolled that out for automation. It was once a week pickup, we changed it to once a month bulk, and recycling was automated. We started that about 6 weeks ago. That went off without a hitch. So when you look at the program, you look at the opportunities as we go forward, we are behind at times a little bit in using rear loaders where we're at now. The model going forward as we present this evening will give us sustainability in the future. And for us to be able to sustain it in the future, it gives us a better opportunity for our workforce, to provide the quality of service that you expect per your contract, and the quality of service that your residents are expecting from us. So I appreciate the opportunity once again this evening. As we move forward, we'll work together on a plan, and we're working on a partnership to continue to forge this in the right direction. And once again, I appreciate everyone's time this evening.
And I'm just going to one statement for the public. We need your help too. So if you can help us by consolidating those piles, whatever you can do to help us help Waste Pro get this under control, we would greatly appreciate it. That being said, we thank you for your time and thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
A lot of work to go.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay, that looks like it on presentations. Next item will be the consent agenda. Is there any item a commissioner would like to pull for separate vote or discussion?
I have two that I'd like to have some conversation with.
Okay, and they are?
8C1 and 8H2.
Okay. Anything?
8H2 is just, I would think that you're going to redo this anyways, Mr. Chair, but it's just to remind the public that the $200,000 that in fines, the rates for the residents are not going to be raised because we're going to use that and give back to the residents to not have to increase their fees. So I think it's important and that should be mentioned.
So for the public's point of view, there is a cost of living component to the contract with Waste Pro. Rather than implement that cost of living, the Board of County Commissioners is going to use the revenue from the fines to reduce that and not increase that cost of living. So that actually.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, I wanted you to mention it so
Nope,
they understood.
very good.
And then my other question I have is just for clarification for the public on 8C1, with the supervisor of elections not wanting in the parking lots to have tents. I agree with this. It cleans it up and it's a safety thing. But I know that in moving forward, the Democratic Party and Republican Party has tents set up. And I know that the question's already been brought to me several times today by people from both parties that the supervisor of elections will have her tent in the grass area. Will they be allowed to have tents in the area? I confirmed with legal today, and this is strictly just a resolution that it will be in the parking lot only, and it's for a safety. So I just wanted clarity on that for the public as well to understand that. Thank you.
Commissioner. Anything else the Commissioner would like to pull for a separate vote or comment? Hearing none, the comments have been made. Is there a motion?
Move approval.
We have a motion to approve by Bartz. Is there a second? Second by Mitchell. Any other comments or questions on the consent agenda? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. We'll move on to public hearings. 9A, this is under the county attorney. And looks like Mr.
Thank you.
McIntyre is here.
Yes,
Mr.
thank you, Mr. Chairman. Assistant County Attorney Catherine Barbieri will be handling item A1.
Good evening.
Good evening, Assistant County Attorney Catherine Barbieri. For the record, I can just have 1 second to pull my stuff out. What you have before you is, well, it started out as a request to demolish 5310 De Leon Street in Fort Pierce, Florida. I think you're probably familiar with this one. It's been before you several times. The original owner was asking for time to rehab. The building official found that it was unsafe and unsanitary, met the definition to be demolished. You gave the original owner some time. Unfortunately, he passed away unexpectedly, so you also provided more time for the estate to handle it. They have, the last time this was before you was in September. The estate has sold it. The new owners signed on the deed on October 15th. We just received it today. They have signed an agreement that was drafted by us to agree to rehab it within a period of time. So what we have before you today, it is a public hearing. I believe the new owners are here, but we are requesting is that the board approve the stipulated agreement with the new owners as drafted by the county attorney, authorize the chair to sign it, and recommends that direct staff only to bring it back if there's non-compliance with the stipulated agreement. This is what it looks like currently. It has been cleared out, so it's pretty much a concrete shell right now.
Okay, any questions of staff? All the safety measures have been put in place and, correct?
It is being maintained on the outside. Like I said, it's pretty much a concrete shell right now.
Okay. This is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to address this item, please come forward. Seeing the movement, we'll come back to the board.
I believe,
We have staff recommendation of approval by Townsend, second by Hutchinson. Any comments or questions on the item?
You got somebody
Wait a
at
minute,
the
no,
podium.
I never seconded. You've got somebody coming
they were a
up.
little
I thought
slow,
I
but I believe
Okay.
he's the new owner, yeah.
All right, one moment, please. Hi, welcome.
My name is Gerardo Ayala. This is Elazar Amador. He's my father. He's the one that purchased the property. The reason, we're asking to get a little more time, we already have plans developed and everything. We already turned them in actually today. I just had to resubmit them because we were missing some paperwork, like a structure analysis from an engineer, which I already got it this morning. I got the deed as well because that was one thing that the building department needed. I am trying to work with you guys if you guys are willing to work with me. Like I said, I was able to get the plans within probably like 2 weeks. I got the energy calcs, I got the floor plan, just basically everything already. Got the survey, which I got it from Rick, one of the real estates that was actually had it on the auction. We were just trying to figure it out if we were going to be able to like do any adjustments to it, add to it, but they told us I couldn't. So I had to work with my architect and engineer. Instead of making a duplex, because I know that's what it used to be, we want to convert it to I think it's what a single family home, but it's like a 4-bedroom, three bath. Yeah. We kind of trying to clear up the neighborhood right there, because I see there's a lot of apartments there, and we are trying to build also another, because we own the property next door to it, so we are trying to build another house there. So I do have everything already. I'm just waiting to get the permit issue, and the only thing that is going to take us a little bit, it will be on the trusses. There are about like 4 to 6 months, which I already have them on schedule with Builders for Source. That's the only thing. I mean, I can start running like plumbing lines and other stuff like that, but for the most, I do need my trusses in order to make the building look a lot more tidied up than what it looks like right now.
Any other questions? Commissioner Bartz?
So, Catherine, how much time do we actually extend? Or are we monitoring at intervals to make sure that it's moving along?
If you authorize us to sign the stipulated, we'll be monitoring at intervals. We'd only bring it back to you if they missed their interval appointments with us, but we would be monitoring it and making sure they're doing it, and if they're not, asking them to justify the delays. Like, I think trusses in the building industry right now are behind, are taking longer to get.
Okay, well, and I
But
get
staff will
that.
be monitoring it, yes.
Okay, so it sounds like you guys are really working on moving that ahead, so.
Correct.
Okay. Anything else from the commissioners?
I made the motion to approve.
Second.
So now we have a second by Hutchinson. See, I was clairvoyant there. Okay, so you've heard the conversation, and it's about being in communication with the building department and making sure that things continue to move forward and justify any kind of delays. I think that's where the board is today, and so that's what we're recommending. So you can appreciate that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
All right, so we have a motion by Townsend, second by Hutchinson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item will be a public hearing of ordinance regarding sidewalks and residential development lots.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This item will be handled by Assistant County Attorney Caroline Valentin.
Good evening.
Good evening, Caroline Valentine, Assistant County Attorney, and I have with me Ben Balser, the Assistant Director of Planning and Development Services. And the item before you is the first public hearing for a proposed ordinance which would allow for unpaved trails for residential developments within the urban service boundary for lot sizes that are 2.5 acres or greater. Now, this is for internal roads only, and the board could impose conditions as part of the waiver. On October 5th, the board gave permission to advertise to staff, and on October 21st, the Planning and Zoning Commission unanimously recommended approval of the proposed ordinance with 2 conditions, one being that a stabilized surface be required, and the second being that the width requirements of sidewalks as stated in the code currently also apply to these unpaved trails. You have 2 versions in front of you tonight. Option A is the original text of the amendment, and option B incorporates the recommendations of the Planning and Zoning Commission. Notice of this public hearing was published on October 23rd, and staff recommends that the board approve either option A or option B of the proposed draft ordinance for a second public hearing on November 16th, 2021.
Any questions from the board? No, this is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to address this item, please come forward. Seeing the movement, bring it back to the board. I'm in support of the stabilized surface in option B. I think that's reasonable accommodation, but I want to hear from the board. If not,
I agree.
so is there a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Chair, does this go to a second hearing?
Okay. Yeah, it'll just go to the second hearing. Yeah, right.
And this is a public hearing, this one.
Yeah, I already opened and closed. So we have a motion by Mitchell to, option B, to move it to the second hearing. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Bart. Any other comments or questions on the item? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Any
Did you
opposed?
open it?
I
We
did.
don't have to do a public hearing?
I did.
Okay,
No.
I
Really
missed
quick.
that. That was-
I'm just nice and fast. I don't see any movement. I bring it back because just keep moving on.
I
Thank
even
you.
missed it
Mr.
myself.
Chair,
Commissioner.
just so I can get clarification of what you're motioning and so forth on, this is the first of two public hearings, so it's basically moving forward with a continuation to November 16th, correct?
Correct. That was the
Okay.
original intent.
Yep. All right. Clear?
Thank you.
Alrighty. Next item, item 3, Mr. McIntyre.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This item is a public hearing as well. Assistant County Attorney Catherine Barbieri will be handling this item.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Again, for the record, Assistant County Attorney Catherine Barbieri. What you have before you is another request for an order to demolish an unsafe structure. The unsafe structure is at 2083 West Midway Road. Under the provisions of Appendix A, Local Act, Article 7, Division 2 of the St. Lucie County Code and compiled laws, the building located at 2083 West Midway Road, Fort Pierce, was inspected by the building official and it was determined to be unsafe and to constitute a public nuisance. The building inspector examined the property. It was in January of 2021, and the building is damaged or deteriorated to be defective to such an extent that the cost of the repair will exceed 50% of the value thereafter, restoration or repair. And it's manifestly unsafe and unsanitary for use as a single-family dwelling. The permission to advertise was granted by the board on February 23rd. The Historical Commission Board was authorized in February that the building could be demolished. After you granted permission to advertise, the owners did ask whether the county had an interest in purchasing the property. There was some discussions and an appraisal done, but the county was not able to reach an agreement with the owners. The permission to advertise was running in a local paper for 4 consecutive weeks, starting on October 8th. The owners were personally served with the notice of today's hearing. The subject property, as you can see, is just on the southern side of the new expansion of West Midway Road by our White City Park. This is a September 2021 picture. The floor is collapsed, the interior is exposed, and it's been posted, mailed, and the owner is contacted. This is a public hearing. Staff is recommending that the board give the Code Enforcement Department permission to proceed to use the lowest responsive bidder to demolish the structure, clean the property of all junk, trash, and debris, and assess the entire cost of such demolition against the real property, which will constitute a lien payable to St. Lucie County.
Thank you. Any questions of staff? Hearing none. This is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to address this item, please come forward. Seeing no movement, we'll come back to the board.
Motion to approve demolition.
Second.
We have a motion by Mitchell, second by Bart. Any comments or questions on the item? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. We'll move on to number 4.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is item number 4, also a public hearing. Property Acquisition Manager Joanne Riley will be handling this item.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, members of the board. For the record, Joanne Riley, Property Acquisition Manager. Item 9A4 is a public hearing to consider declaring 6 parcels surplus property that have escheated to the county due to lack of payment of taxes. The clerk of the court offered these 6 parcels for sale via internet auction, and there were no bidders. Pursuant to Florida Statutes 197-5027, the parcels were placed on the list of lands available for taxes. Pursuant to Florida Statute 197-5028, 3 years after the date the land was offered for public sale, the land escheats to the county in which it is located. As authorized by Section 125.35 Florida Statutes, This board adopted ordinance 11014, prescribing an alternative method to sell, dedicate, or donate real property owned by the county. Section 32-28 of the St. Lucie County Code of Ordinance requires that the county publish a notice in a newspaper of general circulation at least one time 20 days prior to tonight's hearing, in which we intend or hope that we will be declaring these parcels surplus. On October the 5th, 2021, this board approved permission to advertise tonight's public hearing. On October 13th of 2021, a notice of intent to have tonight's public hearing was published in the St. Lucie News Tribune. The parcels do range in size from .20 to 23 acres, 23.72 acres, as shown on the next several slides. And I will just bounce through these parcels slowly. This one is up in the in the various locations of the county. This one here is out in the Creekside Development, and this one is over on Avenue S. This one is over on Revels Lane, and then we have another one on Myrtle. County staff has no objections to these parcels being determined surplus. We have no need for these parcels. I have vetted them through the various county departments. And with that, staff recommends that the board declare the 6 parcels surplus property, direct staff to dispose of the parcels according to ordinance 11014, with the proceeds from the sale of the parcels to be used for future affordable housing projects. That concludes my presentation. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to help answer those.
Any questions of staff?
Mr. Chair, I just have a question. It's not so much on the sale of these, but I'm just, when I look at the one there in Oleander, and of course the lines are doing it's on Revels Lane, but it's actually at the corner of Oleander and Revels. Does the county have the ability to keep those internally, or keep a portion of it? And I'm looking at that section of Oleander for right-of-way. For the sidewalks that are being proposed and so forth. And that's what I'm wondering, because I can't tell with the line if we have it or not from what's on there. So that's what I'm trying to find out. Do we look at those types of things as we're going through them before we put them back out there?
Commissioner Hutchinson, I believe that the right-of-way in that area is the average of about 66 feet, and I would look to the county attorney to assist me with that. I believe we could possibly declare it surplus, but then, we would have to see how much right-of-way we would want to retain, but we also would need to make sure that the parcel is still buildable.
Buildable, okay.
At this point in time, the parcel is buildable.
Okay.
But, depending upon how much we take, the lot coverage and the zoning and the future land use, we would have to look at.
All right, well, and again, I'm just throwing ideas out there to try to get creative on this, because I don't want to end up putting it out there, building a house, and then we're going to go after right away and have to pay for it type of thing. But also in that area, as many of us know, and Chris, I think you're familiar with this, when we had the flooding several months back, and this was that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And those are dirt roads, so I was also looking at if the need for retention, not dirt roads, they're milled at this point, if there was the need for retention. So I guess what I'm asking staff is, do we take all of those things into consideration with each of these properties?
Yes, we have, Commissioner Hutchinson. I will double check though with Public Works to make sure that their thought process has not changed. And if it has, I can certainly bring that particular property back to the board.
And is it going to be the same one? I think on the Creekside one you mentioned, that's the one out off of Okeechobee Road, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And I know that we've got the back part of that. There was an arrangement that it butts up next to 10 Mile Creek. There was an arrangement to do a lot of environmental walking back there, so I didn't know if that was any value to our ERD in that project. So I'm just throwing that out.
And there's a lot of flooding back there too, so.
I know, that's why I was asking.
23 acres sounds like it's a reasonable size to actually create some type of an STA, but.
Well, you've got the one that right there at the at the Denmark Creek Reservoir anyway, but I wasn't sure with I know the environmental part in there with the trails and so forth and the flooding that goes on and the rise of the tide that goes through that area.
I know Joanne and I have this conversation all the time because in many portions of District 1, we need additional lands for the retention and you know, for the drainage. So I ask the question pretty frequently, so I'm pretty sure Joanne has done that. But it's always good to ask that question over and over and over to make sure it doesn't get missed. Commissioner Bartz.
So the other question I would ask is, do we partner with other entities? And the reason I'm asking is when we have sites where there are no sidewalks, where we know kids are waiting for school buses, is there any possibilities that we can work with the school systems that they can do parking there, bus stop there, something that would put the children in a much safer situation?
Commissioner Bartz, I do not believe we have done that in the past. If that's something that the board would like for us to check into, we certainly could. We've just determined that we do not have a need as a county for these. We have many other properties that we have retained that we are going to be using for our other affordable housing programs, but not necessarily for parking, and I'm just not sure if that would be a permitted use either. I could certainly check with planning.
No, nor am I. I just throw that out there when we have areas that the roads are very narrow, parents are trying to sit with their children, and it's blocking traffic. And we also have tragedies that happen during that time.
Absolutely.
So if there, and again, I don't even know that it's a legal use, but if it's something else that we can throw into the mix to look at, whether it's one of these 6 or something else that comes before us at another date.
And this might be a good opportunity for this to come back as an informal discussion as from a policy standpoint as to how, what is the policy, what is the process by which we manage these properties as they come through, and set criteria that may be more appropriate today than it has been since the time this was created. So if that's something the board would be interested in.
Great.
That's something to be interested in. But for tonight's conversation, this is a public hearing. Is there anyone wishing to address this item? Please come forward. Seeing no movement, we'll come back to the board. What is the will of the
Move
board?
approval.
Second.
We have a motion by Hutchinson, second by Bartz. Any comments or questions on the item? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Next item will be B, and this will be the Office of Management and Budget. This is B1, Resolution of Fiscal Year 2021 Budget Amendment. Truing up of the system. Good evening.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, Chair, Commissioners. For the record, Jennifer Hill, Management and Budget Director, and I have with me Mark Lozier, Budget Manager. This is a public hearing amending the fiscal year 2020-2021 budget. The audit of the Board of County Commissioners fiscal year 2020 financial statements was completed earlier this year, and staff has calculated all of the actual balances of numerous funds. We are recognizing additional balance forward that was not previously appropriated in the fiscal year 21 budget. Additionally, staff has found the need to revise certain revenue estimates to establish transfers for various purposes and to address various items in the budget that need to be trued up before the closing of the fiscal year 2021 budget books. The resolution establishes the fiscal year 2021 budget for unanticipated revenue totaling $34,605,464 and moves money between accounts. This public hearing was advertised on Thursday, October 28th, and staff recommends approval of the budget resolution amending the fiscal year 2020-2021 budget. I'm available if you have any questions.
Any questions of staff? This is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to address this item, please come forward. Saying no movement, we'll come back to the board. We have a motion to approve by Townsend, second by Mitchell. Any other comments or questions on the item? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next item will be 9C1, Comprehensive Plan Amendment.
Right.
Good evening.
Good evening, Chairman Zadowski, members of the board. Ben Balser, Assistant Planning and Development Services Director. For the record, I'm presenting item 9C1, which is a public hearing. Tonight, I am requesting the board consider a continuance for this comprehensive plan amendment to adopt the 10-year water supply plan until the December 7th BOCC meeting. The continuance will allow our consultant, CDM Smith, adequate time to update the project work plan within the comprehensive plan amendment in coordination with George Landry, who's sitting next to me. The consultant has verified that this continuance will allow for adequate time in order to complete the work that is required for the comp plan amendment. George and I are available for any questions that you may have.
Thank you. Any questions of staff? This is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to address this item? Seeing no move, we'll come back to the board.
Move approval.
We have a motion to
Second.
approve to continue to December 7th at 6 PM or soon thereafter, as can be heard by Mitchell, second by Hutchinson. Any comments or questions on the item? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next item will be 9D1, Public Safety. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. For the record, Karen Kozak, Emergency Management Safety Planner. Presenting 2 items this evening. Item 1, San Lucie County Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity Application, Total TLC Transport LLC. Total TLC Transport LLC has submitted an application for a Class F wheelchair Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity, COPCN. At its meeting on September 8, 2021, the Emergency Medical Services Advisory Council reviewed the application, determined the application was in compliance with the standards of review set forth in Section 18-54 of the San Lucie Code of Ordinances. Accordingly, the council voted 6-0 to approve the application. The Public Safety Director has notified the city managers of Fort Pierce and Port St. Lucie of the pending application. To date, no response has been received from the cities. Copies of the application and Sections 18-54 and 18-56 of the St. Lucie County Code of Ordinances are attached. Previous action, none. Financial impact, none. Recommendation, staff recommends the board determine the application of Total TLC Transport LLC for Class F Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity meets the standards of review set forth in Section 18-56, approve the application, and authorize the chair to sign the Class F Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions of staff? Hearing none. This is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to address this item? Seeing no movement, we'll come back to the board. Is there a motion?
Move approval.
We have a motion by Townsend, a second
Second.
by Hutchinson. Any comments or questions on the item? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item 9D2.
Item 2, San Lucie County Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity Application, Reassure Non-Emergency Transportation Incorporated. Reassure Non-Emergency Transportation Incorporated has submitted an application for a Class F Wheelchair Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity, COPCN. At its meeting on September 8, 2021, the Emergency Medical Services Advisory Council reviewed the application and determined the application was in compliance with the standards of review set forth in Section 18-54 of the St. Lucie Code of Ordinances. Accordingly, the council voted 6-0 to approve the application. The Public Safety Director has notified the city managers of Fort Pierce and Port St. Lucie of the pending application. To date, no responses have been received from the cities. Copies of the application and Sections 18-54 and 18-56 of the St. Lucie County Code of Ordinances are attached. Previous action, none. Financial impact, none. Recommendation, staff recommends the board determine the application of Reassure Non-Emergency Transportation Incorporated for a Class F Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity meets the standards of review set forth in Section 18-56, approve the application, and authorize the chair to sign the Class F Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity. I'm available for any questions.
Thank you. Any questions of staff?
I have a couple questions.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are looking at approving 2 more ambulance services here. I understand that right?
Class F, which is wheelchair transportation only.
So, and the only reason I'm asking is, do we look overall at the need when we do this? And the reason I'm asking is, you know, there are, as we talked even with Waste Pro, there are a ton of articles out there about how these services are having a problem with employees and getting them. So, although I believe in competition, are we even looking to make sure that there is a need, and are they going to be able to service our community?
Yes, the answer to that is yes. We did conduct a needs analysis earlier this year, which was comprehensive. So it did look at Class F, which is wheelchair, and also Class B, which is non-emergency, BLS and ALS transportation as well. So that is something that we did keep in mind as we have progressed through this year. Due to COVID and other circumstances, we did have one business close. And also due to COVID, there has been an uptick in the demand and needs for transportation services as well. So that has been something we have had to consider as we have reviewed these applications. We are on target to do another needs analysis in April, to be completed by May of next year, to continue to evaluate the needs of the community.
So, I guess my question though is, yes, our community is large. Yes, we have calls. I understand that. But once again, we're having a problem with staffing. And that's what I'm concerned about, is are we turning out too many companies, which is only diluting their staffing abilities?
So when it comes to staffing, particularly with our Class Fs, they do tend to be a little bit smaller as compared to our Class Bs. So with the Class Fs, they smaller staffing, and they deal with a larger growing community. And at the same time, we do have certain Class Fs over the past year that have have not been able to meet the needs for COVID. Which has actually increased the demand for some wheelchair services throughout the county, which has actually prompted one of these companies in particular to go into this business. A lot of the Class Fs do not service just St. Lucie County. They also service surrounding counties as well. So again, it's that balance of staffing, the resources available, and also the needs. Like I said, a lot of the Class Fs tend to be a little bit smaller, not all of them. But that we do look at their staffing, and we also do look at the number of trucks that they're putting on the road. We do limit the number of trucks that are available in the community as well, particularly with the new companies starting. We do not want to dilute the services that are available to our community, but also we don't want to compromise the current services that we have available in our community already. So initially, they are evaluated a little bit more closely for the first year, particularly for performance services. Are there any needs? Are there any complaints? What are the services that are being provided? So we are aware of the current businesses that we do have in place and the gap that is in place.
And I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm getting a whole new education over here. So if you are applying for a Class F, do you typically have a B and an F at the same time? No, they're two separate.
Typically, correct. They are separate classifications. So if you're looking for just a Class F, that is just wheelchair transportation. So those are your vans where you have your client in the wheelchair. And your Class B is your ambulances with the stretchers. You have to have EMTs and paramedics on board those trucks. Some companies are large enough to have Class F and Class B, but that is by far the minority. And I'm trying to think off the top of my head, maybe one that services this county.
Okay, one last quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
You monitor them for a year to see how they're doing, what the complaints are they servicing?
That
What
is
if they are-
ongoing.
What if they are not? Is
So-
there a consequence?
Absolutely. So if, and this is ongoing, I mean, even if we have an agency that's been in business 5, 10, 15 years, if we have identified a concern with this agency, we're going to reach out to them, determine what that issue is. And again, is it a training issue? Is it a customer service issue? And we're going to determine the best way to go about addressing that issue. Currently in place, we have a monthly run reporting that all agencies have to report. So we're continuing to track the number of trucks that are available in our county. We're also tracking the number of calls that they are transporting patients in within our county. And on top of that, we also have the customer service feedback that is an available link online that is available to all healthcare facilities and also to all citizens that utilize any of our COPC and licensed services, to where if it's a good thing, an accolade, they can put that in there. If it is a complaint, you know, agency arrived 2 hours late, they can put that in there. And also recommendations for improvement as well. So we are monitoring on several different fronts to continue to assure we're providing the best services to this county.
Okay, thank you for your time and your responses. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you.
Just
Commissioner
a
Mitchell.
couple quick things. First, thank you. You're very well educated in your job, and I appreciate your responses. I'm just concerned, and it's not only in the ambulatory services, with every business, is where they come and strip the other. If you have a company here now, and a new company comes in, whether it's in construction or in ambulatory services, they're gonna try to strip those workers. If it's somebody coming from out of the area, they're gonna, so that's concerning to me. And also, like my mom, she'll be 96 by the grace of God in February, and I've had her in and out of the hospital 3 times in the last year. And one time we had the ambulatory service was there at the hospital on time. We had to wait a half hour for them to bring my mom, which the fellow explained to me, we're sorry, it's not us, we're waiting on the hospital to release your mom, and that puts them further behind. So I just wanted to bring those points to your attention.
Thank you. So again, we are in communication with the hospitals as well. We do look to them for guidance on what the needs are within the community. Are the resources currently available in the community meeting their needs? So that is something we're aware of. When you talk about job pool, all you got to do is look at the fire and EMS industry. You know, that is a constant tap on private ambulance, the private industry, particularly when we start looking at our Class Bs and Class Fs, particularly more of the Class Bs. So it is something that we're aware of. We do keep those lines of communication open, and we're constantly looking at references as well, recommendations, and also what the customer service feedback is.
Thank you. That's all.
No further questions? I'll open up.
I have a
Okay.
When I look at this company's liability, isn't our minimum liability $1 million? What's the minimum liability we require?
Off the top of my head, for the ordinance, I do believe it is $1 million. It does break it down a little bit more in detail the further you get into it, but yes, the initial off the top.
Okay, just because when I look at this paperwork here, they don't carry $1 million policy with their liability insurance.
Which one is it?
They only carry 100,000.
Which one was it?
100,000. I'm sorry.
Which agency was that?
The one that we're talking about right now. It's
Reassure was the
Port
second
St.
one.
Lucie
Reassure,
Transportation.
non-emergency.
Reassure.
Reassure.
Yeah, they don't. Their limits are low, and personally, I have concerns with this policy being this low, because if something was to happen, I don't believe there's enough coverage to cover the residents. I also, I mean, looking at the financials, with the history of their bank account, $3,000. So it kind of goes back to some of the stuff Commissioner Bart said. I'm familiar with these services and stuff, and I kind of think a little bit differently, that these are smaller companies that are generally husband and wife with a couple brothers or something that work them, so it doesn't pull labor pool to labor pool. And the more we have of these, I feel the more we are able to offer the services. But at the same time, I think it's important to look at who we're letting come in to do this, because not having proper insurance, I think, right off the bat could have a problem. And knowing that there's only a couple $1,000s sitting in a bank account for a business is a concern to me.
I will look into that and follow back up with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And as that conversation occurs, you know, this one is non-emergency. It's not ALS, Advanced Life Support, or BLS, Basic Life Support. So I don't know if that makes a difference, but you'll get the answer to the Commissioner?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions of staff? This is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to address this item? Seeing no movement, we'll come back to the board.
Mr. Chair, I'm not comfortable voting on this particular company tonight till I have the clarification of the insurance.
Is there a time of the essence issue here at all, or meaning that if this can come back to us at a later date?
No, I am not able to speak for the company at this time. However, I will reach out to get y'all answers for tomorrow on this, and I will circle back around and get it presented at the next available time.
So do we want to continue this to a date certain?
Right, that would be my suggestion, if you're not comfortable acting on it tonight, to continue it. Our next meeting is Tuesday, November 16th at 9 a.m. or soon thereafter.
What was the date?
November 16th,
For York.
and that's at 9 a.m.? So Commissioner Townsend, would you like to make that motion?
Yeah, I'll make the motion that we'll continue this to the December meeting.
Nope, November
No,
16th.
November
November.
16th.
I meant November 16th, I'm sorry.
At 9
I'm trying to
a.m.
guess
or soon
ahead.
thereafter, it's to be heard. Okay, so we have a motion by Townsend, second by Mitchell. Any further questions on this item? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes to continue to November 16th. Thank you. And it was your first time presenting, and you did a great job.
Yeah, you did.
Very good.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you. Next item will be the regular agenda, 10A1. This will be an administrative item. And I think I see Deputy Administrator Alfonso Jefferson coming forward. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Chair, Commissioners. Alfonso Jefferson, Deputy County Administrator. Commissioners, before you is resolution on establishment of the One St. Lucie Community Homelessness Task Force. I believe I briefed all the commissioners on this particular item. I incorporated your suggestions and your comments within the item as well. Staff is just recommending approval of this particular resolution to establish the task force.
Okay. Any questions of staff? Any comments? Hearing none. This is a regular item to establish the homelessness task force. Is there a motion?
So moved.
We have motion staff recommendation by Mitchell, second by Townsend. Any comments or questions on the item? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next item will be 10B1.
It's actually 10A2.
I'm sorry, 10A2. What?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. 10A2 is an add-on.
The medical examiner.
It's the medical examiner. Senator Harrell has asked to create a task force to take a look at the medical examiner's building, which we all heard an update on at the Tri-County meeting.
Chris.
And her request is to create a task force that includes a commissioner from Martin, St. Lucie, Indian River, and Okeechobee counties, as well as Indian River State College and the medical examiner's office itself. And this would be a commission liaison, and that position or that commissioner who's appointed this evening would be responsible for providing input and then relaying progress from the task force back to the county. So the request from Senator Harrell is to appoint a member of the county commission to sit on that task force.
Okay, thank you. We appreciate Senator Harrell being part of this process and hopefully finding additional solutions. So to the board, are there any volunteers of the board that would like to participate and be the appointee?
I'm happy to do it, Chris, if you want. I have a healthcare background.
Okay, anybody else?
Commissioner Zdowski, you know that I have worked with hiring the new medical examiner and reviewing that building, and I would be more than happy with my background to cover that.
Which one, the medical examiner?
The
or-
medical examiner.
Okay. It's 1 and 2, Chris.
Okay, so we have 2 volunteers. Any other volunteers for either one? Okay, well, I think we can appoint Commissioner Townsend to the
Homelessness
task force, and then, of course, to the medical examiners would be Commissioner Bartz. Is everyone good with that?
Yep.
All right, so that being stated, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
We have a motion by Mitchell,
Second.
Second by Hutchinson. Any comments or questions on the item? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Now we'll move on to 10B. This is going to be, yes,
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This will be an item that I'll be giving some background on. I would like to mention that we have Mr. Payne in the audience, our Port and Airport Director, as well as Robert Alford. He is an attorney who specializes, among other things, in procurement. The board will recall that he assisted the county in the port procurement, and he's also assisted us more behind the scenes than not on the Clover Park procurement. That's the Met Stadium that we managed through the process. Very fairly significant project, also fairly complex. Mr. Alford represents, among other entities, public entities, the Orlando Airport Authority, so it's particularly relevant. In terms of background on this, the MRO hangar, the board is familiar with this, but just from a public perspective, we initially did, as we should, an airport business plan some years ago. That plan identified a number of needs, including additional available hangar space to accommodate airline jets. The county was successful in securing a state grant that assisted in developing the MRO hangar, and it actually has been built. We've updated the master plan, and again, it was consistent. It is consistent with that plan. We have had a couple of prior requests for proposals, one recently that we'll talk more about, but we did in 2020. We only had one proposal. It didn't meet the criteria, and we rejected the proposal. We recently went out for proposals again in July. We did receive 3 proposals. They're identified in the memo. We also received a non-responsive letter from an FBO expressing interest in an FBO procurement. The county's airport staff has determined that none of the 3 proposals are responsive. We have some procurement options. We also have some opportunities that have come up. The board is aware that there's some transition out at the airport. We have new ownership potentially on our one FBO, and there's potential perhaps for other FBOs. But Mr. Alford has recommended certain things. Mr. Chair, if it's appropriate, perhaps we could ask him to read those into the record if the board would like. I think it would probably be appropriate, or I could do it and he could answer questions. But he's here, and we might as well use his expertise to address the board directly.
He's waited all this time.
Just for this. Good evening,
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Chair, members of the
Welcome back.
board. Again, Robert Alford. I'm from the law firm of Nelson Mullins, Broad and Cassell. And again, I appreciate the opportunity to represent the county on this and many other procurements. So we've got a 5-point plan that we're recommending to get this procurement back out on the street. Obviously, the aviation sector economy has been in a very erratic situation for the last 18 months, but we do believe that there's a lot of opportunity on a moving forward basis. What we're proposing is, based on Mr. Payne's recommendations that the 3 proposals that we did receive were non-responsive for various reasons, but we still do think that they are promising. And what we want to do is get this procurement back out on the street in a format that can keep those proposers in play, generate additional interest in the aviation sector economy, and see if we can get a better result for this procurement. So 5-point plan number 1, we would ask the board to go ahead and reject the 3 proposals that have been submitted as non-responsive and declare an intention to put this procurement back out on the street. And what that does is it preserves the confidentiality and the public records exemption of those 3 proposals so that they're not at an unfair competitive disadvantage if in fact they do want to propose again. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 and 3 are sort of related. What we are asking the board to do is direct staff led by Mr. Payne to reevaluate exactly how we're putting this procurement back out on the street. We do think that we have learned through this procurement that perhaps there are greater opportunities for this airport and this MRO hangar than we originally envisioned. Originally it was put out on the street as an MRO hangar procurement, really focusing on jet airline maintenance. The proposals that we've received, plus the no bid letter from an FBO, has told us there are greater opportunities here. And those greater opportunities perhaps are to expand the potential for greater development opportunities and the types of proposers that can actually propose on this MRO hangar, plus all of the related parcels that we put out there for, potential opportunity as well. Plus, point number 3 is explore whether we integrate an FBO procurement or the opportunity for an FBO procurement with this procurement. Originally, we had envisioned that we would go out on the street with the MRO procurement, which we did, and in the meantime, we would evaluate whether there really was a market condition for a second FBO. What this procurement has taught us is there is. We got one proposal that really was an FBO, and then we got a no bid letter from an FBO proposer. So if we put this back out on the street in a broader format with integrated opportunities for FBO, MRO, or one or the other, likelihood is you are going to get greater interest in this participation. So that's steps 1 through 3. Step number 4 is direct staff working with Mr. Payne and myself to develop a different procurement methodology. What we did originally was we saw this as a laser-focused procurement where we would do a one-step, basically an RFP. And what we learned through this process is maybe the market wasn't quite ready to put all of its cards out on the table, so the proposals that we did receive were rather skeletal. What we would like to do is a traditional 2-step methodology, which this county has used on other procurements that I've assisted it with, where we start off first with an RFQ, where it's a little bit more simplified step, where the proposers are basically coming forward with some, conceptual disclosure of what their plans and their thoughts are, their qualifications, their experience, and it gives us an opportunity to sit down with them, interview them, have a Q&A, so there's that interplay with the industry. We make a determination after that whether we want to shortlist. Let's say, for example, we get 8 proposals. Through the interview process, maybe we determine that really only 4 of those proposers truly get it and have the legs. We shortlist them, we give them the RFP. That's when they submit the technical proposal with the financials, with the business terms. Then we sit down with them again to have one-on-one closed session interviews with each of them so that we can really dig into the nature of their proposals. You may recall we did that on the port deal, and I know it was a laborious process, but it ultimately netted what we needed to do. We can do the same thing here. I think if you lay it out in that 2-step fashion, you're going to get more robust competition and better interplay with the industry. I would also encourage us to evaluate how we actually reach out to the marketplace. Obviously by statute and by your ordinance, we only have to advertise at a local level. Maybe we need to think bigger about that, and that's something I'm going to encourage Mr. Payne to think about, whether there are other sources in the industry that we can reach out to, periodicals, websites, publications, etc., to get our name out there, and try to reach a broader market. I've done that effectively at other local governmental entities, and the results have been good, so I think it's something we ought to evaluate for this procurement. And then step number 5 is we come back to you, and Stan's committed to do it within 30 days, and to present to the board a plan where we lay out our recommendations on how we roll out this entire procurement. And again, we can come back if it accommodates the board's schedule within 30 days, because I know it's imperative we get this back out on the street very quickly. So that is all. Any questions?
Yeah, I have some.
Commissioner
So
Townsend.
what you're saying is that the RFP won't go out until January.
Well, that's a good point, because we are getting into the holiday season. You got to go through the advertisement process. So if we come back in 30 days, that puts us into December. Theoretically, we could get the advertisement out, I think, in mid-December. And then the SOQs would be, the statements of qualifications would be due within 30 days.
I mean, I'm not happy with this time frame because we need to have somebody in the hangar, but I do agree with the process, and I do agree to go out there again because there might be more potential, and we have to get it right. We have one time, so
Right.
I just am disappointed that it's taking this long.
Yeah, understood.
And Commissioner Townsend, I agree with you that it has been a challenge, and the unfortunate part is the industry has been in upheaval for for 2 years, not
Yeah,
just 18
yeah,
months.
You're
It's
right,
been-
2 years.
And so, I have a background there that I hear a lot more from the inside that it's very trying and very difficult. But I agree again to your comment that we have to get this right. Got to get it right the first time. There's changes happening at the airport, as we understand, and that's going to be another springboard for the future of this Treasure Coast International Airport. So, any other comments or questions of staff?
I think we're
Yes,
just
sir?
like doctors without a job, we're running out of patience. So let's just get it right, but
Yeah.
time is of the essence.
Yeah, absolutely, we understand that.
That was pretty good. Sorry. I tried to
He
hold that
does
one
come
in.
up with some
I
good
tried to hold that one in.
slogans.
I couldn't do it.
I had to think through that metaphor.
Yeah, no, he does come up with some good metaphors.
So
Go, Sean.
So you gave us. I was taking your steps. So the first section you did steps 1 through 4, and then you came back and you did steps 1 through 2. So we have to formulate a motion in which to present to the clerk. So if you could formulate that particular motion so that a member of the
Staff
We can call
recommends that
staff
we.
recommendation.
Yeah.
So
Well,
wrote
I-
down.
Staff recommends that we adopt the recommendations of Mr. Alford, which are really 5 recommendations that would result in a plan coming back to the board no later than December 7th. I think the 16th is ambitious, but if we can get it done before then, we will. But it will be there on your agenda no later than December 7th, the plan.
Mr. Chair, if I'm correct, though, the first motion has to be that we move forward to deny the first 3 RFPs that have come in. So I'll make a motion to deny the first series and round, to take it back to the staff and the consultant to refine everything in the language and put it back out for bid.
Thank you. So there's a motion. Is there a
I'll
second?
second that motion.
We have a second by Mitchell. Any other comments or questions on first motion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
And then the next motion would be to move forward with the date of certain and the 5 steps.
Staff recommendation, Mr. Arnold.
Staff recommendation.
All right. We have a motion by Townsend, second by Bartz. Any other comments or questions on the item? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion
Thank you.
passes
Thank you all.
unanimously.
Have a nice
Thank you.
evening.
Thank you.
To the bathroom.
Okay. All right, moving on to 10C1. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me take
Thank
back
you, Mr. Chair. There's
10B.
actually another county attorney regular item. Assistant County Attorney Caroline Valentine will present this item.
Good evening again, Caroline Valentine, Assistant County Attorney, and I have with me Cara De Pasquale, the Risk Manager. Back in March, the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office entered into an agreement with WellPath for inmate medical services. The terms of that agreement did identify the county as responsible for certain costs, such as specialty services, certain prescription costs, and emergency telehealth services. So since we weren't a party to that agreement with the sheriff, we drafted the MOU, which outlines the rights and responsibilities of WellPath and the county in relation to each other. And staff recommends approval of the MOU and authorization for the chair to sign as drafted by the county attorney.
Okay. Any questions of staff?
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion by Hutchinson, second by Townsend. Any other questions? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Was that an aye, Commissioner Mitchell? I thought I heard you say that. The motion was to approve the memo of understanding between
WellPath?
Yes.
Yes, I vote yes.
All right, so we have a unanimous decision.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. All right, next item will be 10C1, South Florida Logistics Center, 95. Thank you all for staying so long. We appreciate you.
New
Good evening,
guy.
Mr. Chair. Good evening, Mr. Chair, members of the board. For the record, my name is Kara Wood. I am with Calvin Giordano Associates. I'm the planning consultant, and I am happy to present to you South Florida Logistics Center 95. It's an application for a major site plan. The team in the planning division that pulled this together included myself and Corey Benton, the assistant planning manager, and Sandra Lanise, who's here, our business navigator. And we really navigated the project, and we are happy to announce that from the time of submittal on September 10th until this evening, we've navigated this project through in about 7 weeks. And this is really largely because of the cooperative effort between staff and the applicant in getting things turned around so quickly and the applicant responding to our comments. So to orient you to the location of the site, this is at the intersection of Orange Avenue and I-95. The project borders on Kings Highway to the east, Orange Avenue to its north, and South Rock Road to the west. You'll see everybody's probably familiar with the Flying J right there at the intersection of 95 and Orange Avenue, and Builders First Source just to the south of this site. Here's the future land use map, so you can see that this site is at the southwest corner of the mixed-use development future land use activity area. So these activity areas are located at all the I-95 intersections. It's intended to provide for a mix of industrial and highway service uses. And so this project is, of course, consistent with the MXD uses allowed for this area. And the zoning map shows you that this property has industrial light zoning, so the proposed logistics center is consistent with that zoning district. You'll see the PNRD, Planned Non-Residential Development designation, just to the northeast of this site. And just for reference, that's the recently approved Kingsgate Center, and that has a variety of highway service uses that the board recently approved. So this is a site plan. I'll just walk you through the major elements of it. I have to admit, when I first opened this plan, I realized I'd never seen a site plan with 1 million square feet in one place. It took me a moment to actually identify which rectangle was the building. So to make it easy for you, I've colored the buildings orange. You can see that there are 2 main buildings, a total of which is 1.3 million square feet, more or less. And then because this is a logistics center, all these buildings are surrounded by both vehicular and truck parking. So there's lots of impervious surface area. So the applicant has provided an array of stormwater management facilities that I've, of course, intuitively colored blue. They've beautified the project. They've agreed to put in water features in each of the lakes, as has the Kingsgate Center. And so these features will be complementary. Currently, there's actually a dry detention area that borders Orange Avenue, but the applicant has already made indications that they may reconsider where the lakes are located so that those water features and wet retention areas can be brought further towards Orange Avenue. And obviously, this being a logistics center, ingress and egress to and from the site was very important. You'll see that there are 3 full access entrances from Orange Avenue, Kings Highway to the east, and Rock Road to the west. These are both all in and out entrances. The applicant, in order to access their site along Rock Road, they are improving about 780 feet of Rock Road to their entrance and beyond to the ultimate right-of-way, which will be improved in the future. Of course, this dispersal of entrances and exits helps to diffuse traffic and the concentration of turning movements entering and exiting the site. The applicant is also continuing the multi-use path along Orange Avenue and connecting that to the Kingsgate Center to the east. And I also want to point out right-of-way dedications. So because the site borders 3 different roadways, the applicant is dedicating 55 feet along Orange Avenue, 35 feet along Kings Highway, 51 feet along Rock Road, and then corner clips at both northeast and northwest corners to allow for intersection improvements. Obviously, with all of this parking, there's going to be a robust lighting plan to maintain safety on the site. We didn't have them submit that at this time. There'll be a significant amount of work prior to their site development permit. So we'll be looking at their photometrics plan to ensure that there's both adequate lighting within the site and spillover lighting along Orange Avenue to make that safe and visible. Also lighting along Rock Road to their entrance, but that doesn't spill over to the residential areas that are just to the south and to the southwest of this site. So just to note that we'll be looking at their lighting plan carefully when that comes in for review. And this just details a little bit more specifically what their development scope is: 2 large buildings and obviously a significant number of parking spaces to accommodate that. Because this is industrial development, the application is not subject to the county's community architectural standards, which mainly apply to commercial development, but they have submitted a conceptual elevation. The building is contemplated to be tilt wall construction, but of course the applicant does not actually have a user at this time. Once they establish a user and some more specific development plans, then they'll get drilled down into the elevations a little bit more specifically. We did want to point out that there are 4 state jurisdictional wetlands on site. Because of the location and the quality of the wetlands, the applicant has applied for a wetland waiver. Staff agreed that because of the circumstances, it didn't really make sense to preserve the wetlands on site, that there was actually greater value in granting the wetland waiver and having the applicant purchase credits at the Bluefield Mitigation Bank instead of preserving on site. So that wetland waiver has already been granted administratively by the Environmental Resources Director, and that's folded into this application. So those are the major elements of the plan. Staff recommends that the board approve the major site plan according to the conditions set forth in Resolution 2021-390. And the applicant is here, and we're all available to answer any questions you might have.
Okay. Any questions for staff? Just have a quick one. Is there a buffer from the southwest corner of this to the residential area? Yes, in that right there, if you look at the southwest, there's probably 7 houses on the southwest side. There's a significant buffer. It looks like there's probably about 180 feet between them and between you put the Rock Road, and then you have the right-of-way, and then it looks like you have additional buffer there.
Yes, Commissioner Zadofsky, there is a significant distance. There is one existing residence on the southwest corner, and the applicant has provided a significant buffer. They're in the process of still designing exactly what's going to constitute the buffer. The code does require either an opaque wall or a fence. They also have the option to have the adjacent residents provide a waiver for the wall or fence. So there are a number of options that have been contemplated, and there is a condition of approval in the resolution that provides some flexibility for that to be determined.
As long as the communication's open. The other is with 3 entry and exit points, coordination with the stoplights, and my concern was the distance between the entrance or exit to the actual intersections, and then the biggest one is on the what I'm going to say is the east side entry. There's another project that's supposed to be coming across the street, and I don't remember the name of that title of that one, but from the distance from the intersection to the north, and then the entry and exit points of this development, and then the one that's supposed to be across the street. Is there going to be some coordination with FDOT at Kings Highway on how that's going to unfold with a light?
Chair Zadofsky, members of the board, for the Kings Highway access point, the Kings Highway reconstruction plans, and I apologize, it's toward the south end of, it would be the right side of the screen. The orientation is left up. FDOT has built into their plans an intersection that would serve the driveways of both the Kings Highway Commerce Warehouse Park to the east, south of Love's Travel Center and Love's itself. And this project, the developer, DOT, St. Lucie County, and the developer for the Kings Highway Warehouse are collaborating to ensure funding is provided for that signal, and the timing is coinciding with the warrant of that signal, so it comes online when it's needed for safety of that driveway and intersection. It's just over 1,000 feet south of the Kings Highway Orange Avenue intersection is my recollection, and DOT has granted the capacity for that signalization of that location based upon its distance. There will be designated turn lanes for southbound and northbound traffic, making turns and accommodate turn movements out of both of those distribution sites.
Okay, because having not known who the end user is going to be at this point, it could be a significant issue. So I'm glad that that's being coordinated and FDOT's in the conversation as well.
And Commissioner or Chair Zadowski, at the southwest corner to follow up, geographically, there's roughly 300 feet from that single-family residence to the area of activities on the site. And again, typically, there's a minimum 15-foot landscape buffer. The applicant's providing 25 feet plus in that area that will have various landscape elements, hedge, trees, opaque fence potentially if the wall waiver is not provided. But we have roughly a 95-foot canal district right-of-way. Then we have now the expanded right-of-way for Rock Road, which will be 80 feet after this applicant's dedication to St. Lucie County, and then begin their project and improvements.
Okay. Any other questions of staff? No? Mr. Curry, do you have something to share? And I would just want to personally state thank you for the significant stormwater improvements on this site with the amount of impervious surface that you're having.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Again, for the record, Brad Curry with EDC. Thank you guys for allowing us to come in and present. Staff did an excellent job. My presentation is limited to only 45 minutes tonight, so because of
Thank
that-
you very much.
Just
You may
joking.
sit down now.
Just joking. Tonight, I'm representing Stonemont Financial Group in the request for a site plan approval. Staff did, like I said, they did an excellent job presenting the project, going through the square footages that are being proposed. I was talking with some folks about the 1 million square footers here that are coming to the county, and you know, the city of Port St. Lucie's got a 1 million square footer, Fort Pierce has got a 1 million square footer, and now St. Lucie County's got a 1 million square footer. So
I just said that.
we're joining the party. So with me here tonight are two representatives from Stonemont. Leela Miles is here, as well as Dustin Estes. Dustin would like to come up and say a few words just to introduce himself, because he's planning on staying here for some time, and he just wants to get to know you guys a little bit. Also with me is David Baggett from my office. He's going to be the engineer for the project. We'll answer any kind of questions for stormwater or water sewer access, that sort of thing. And again, I'm here as well to answer any questions. So Dustin, if you want to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Curry. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, appreciate it. I'm Dustin Estes with Stonemont. Just quick background on our company and then maybe just high-level vision on the project, and I will take no more than 60 seconds. I'm trying to see a Braves game myself. So, Stonemont Financial Group, we're a commercial real estate investment house and full-service commercial real estate developer based in Atlanta, Georgia. We have about 12 million square feet of industrial real estate under construction around the country, and that's what we specialize in, the development of industrial real estate. We specialize in build-to-suit projects for Fortune 500 companies. We also do some spec industrial deals, as well as we specialize in creating and laying out logistics parks around the country, whether they're rail-served or not. With this project here, we have a Florida office, and I myself and a colleague help head up that Florida office, and we're both native Floridians, so we have, you know, we're a large national company, but with some native roots here, and we appreciate what's going on here in Fort Pierce and appreciate what is happening here at the county and with all of the support that we've been given. So. The project is about 1.2 million square feet, and really that million footer, I know what's been said here that we don't have a user yet, but we have, like I said, we work with a large number of national users, and we've already received a good deal of interest from Fortune 500 national retailers and some others, as you can imagine, grocers, some other bigger groups. We also, within this project, obviously we're going to target a large national user there, bringing jobs, bringing everything, but we also sectioned out a 200,000 footer, which can be demised, and that helps us target local regional users as well. So, you know, it's a way for us to diversify our project, right? It's a great way for us to increase our business, but it's a good way to bring a good building to the community and allow regional users to have a place to be as well. So with that being said, that's our goal for the project. We have a lot of interest. We feel very comfortable with where we're going with this million footer. And like I said, we do this all over the country, and this is one of our highlight projects around the country here in Fort Pierce. And I mean, we're working in Dallas, Chicago, Atlanta, Minneapolis, and all over the country. So it really, this is a highlight project for us here internally. So that being said, we look forward to being good partners here. We're longtime holders, so this is not an issue where we get entitlements and we go sell an empty building. That's not our goal. It's not what we do. We hold about $4 billion in industrial real estate under management today, and we would basically hold this long term and be a landlord and be here to be a good partner with you all and with EDC. We work with them right now, and by EDC I mean economic development, also our good civils EDC,
I was
not
gonna
to
have him
confuse it.
corrected
That's right.
earlier,
But we are we're trying to link arm in arm with local municipalities and be a good partner.
I'd only put a bug in your ear that geographically, St. Lucie County is extremely desirable on the intermodal distribution manufacturing side. And you heard earlier about the airport and how we are moving forward with a new vision for Treasure Coast International. So I don't know if UPS is in the business of the cargo coming in and using this as an intermodal distribution center, competing with Amazon and FedEx, et cetera. So, just keep the airport in mind when you're looking for end users, because where you're located geographically with the roadway system, it would be a great fit that the use of the airport for some kind of transportation system to support this particular building would be viable, I think.
No, absolutely. Yeah, we feel like we do this around the country, and sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we think we're smart, right? But we think we're ahead of the game here, and we've pinpointed this location for much bigger plans and hopefully some more development projects in the future.
Any questions from the board?
I just have a comment. Maybe you could have a conversation with Trader Joe's.
It's happened. It's already happened. It's true. It's actually true. They're in the market right now.
Go Braves.
Yeah, thank you.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. We have a motion by Townsend, second by Mitchell. Any other comments or questions on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. And Mr. Crane called, he says, what about Houston? So I don't know what that means, but. All right, next item, on to D1, Public Safety. And we appreciate that we have Assistant Chief from Fort Pierce here. We have Chief Bulldog from Port St. Lucie here. Thank you for waiting and staying with us tonight. We're glad you could come visit.
You have Chief Sparrow here too.
And Chief Sparrow's here too? Oh, there he is. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Hello, good evening. Thanks for hanging on with us.
I'll try to make this quick.
I can make it quicker.
Thank you, Commissioners. For the record, Frank Amandro, the Assistant Public Safety Director, and with me presenting tonight is Wanda Morris, our Assistant IT Director, and she has served as our Senior Project Manager for this project with Motorola Solutions. So she has a lot of the technical expertise that if you have any questions, she's more than capable of answering. Along with the chiefs that are present here tonight, I also have Danny Sanchez. He's the Territorial Vice President for Motorola Solutions Incorporated. So if we have any questions for him, he's here to answer those questions first. So both the items are related, so I'll go over the first one, 10D1. So the first one is an amendment to the interlocal agreement between St. Lucie County Board of County Commissioners and the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, St. Lucie County Fire District, the City of Port St. Lucie, the City of Fort Pierce. The original agreement was entered into on February 9th, 2021, in the amount of $4.5 million to be paid over a 5-year period. This amendment to the change order will amount to $754,768.55, inclusive of financing, and will provide for a Premier One cloud-based hybrid on-prem solution to be installed by Motorola Systems Incorporated.
Frank, before we go, can you restate that number? Because the number you stated is
different than what we
have.
Yes, it is. So the correct number is $754,768.55.
Thank you.
So there was The preliminary number came back when we did the financial, so that's the correct numbers.
Couple
we
thousand
received.
I just want to make sure it's clear for the clerk.
Yep, absolutely. So, and I'll reiterate that in the background as well. The background, the county will enter into a change order agreement with board approval with Motorola Solutions Incorporated to install their Premier One cloud-based CAD, RMS, and MCT MFR system to be utilized by the St. Lucie County Public Safety Department, St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, Port St. Lucie Police Department, Fort Pierce Police Department, and the St. Lucie County Fire District at an original cost of $4.5 million, expensed over a 5-year period, detailed in Exhibit 1, Table A. The parties agreed to the change order agreement between St. Lucie County and Motorola Solutions Incorporated, and to the amendment of the interlocal agreement, and to the expenses amortized over the next 5 years in the amount of $754,768.55, detailed in Exhibit 1, Table B. And the parties also agreed to amend and reinstate the original interlocal agreement to reflect and outline the parties' responsibilities for both the Motorola Solutions Incorporated change order and the Command Central community payment as reflected in Exhibit 1, Table C. Previous action. This item is an amendment to the interlocal agreement between St. Lucie County Board of County Commissioners and the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, St. Lucie County Fire District, City of Port St. Lucie, and the City of Fort Pierce. This item is to coincide with the change order agreement with Motorola Solutions Incorporated. The financial impacts are an agreed upon interlocal agreement where expenses are a shared cost based upon the utilization of the system over a 5-year period as indicated in Exhibit 1, Tables A, B, and C. The change order agenda item incurs the following costs totaling $846,606.85, which will be split between each agency and spread over a 5-year period. The change order itself is $701,790. The financing costs are $54,676.45. The Command Central community payments total $90,140.40. The cost attributed to the county for the Public Safety Department over the 5-year period is $198,496.80. Upon approval by the board, the $177,000 will be transferred from account number 001-991-0-599-300-1900026, reserves from recent Hurricane Francis reimbursement. The remaining funds are available under account number 107-009-546-000-21000 one-time funding. Staff recommends the board allow the chair to execute the agreement and reinstatement of the interlocal agreement with and between the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, the St. Lucie County Fire District, the City of Port St. Lucie, the City of Fort Pierce, for the Motorola Solutions Incorporated CAD, RMS, and MCT MFR solution.
Thank you. Any questions of staff?
Just a statement.
Commissioner Mitchell?
It's my understanding that IT wasn't fully engaged in the process in the beginning, and this is why we have the change order, because now that you have everything in place, there was always a cost, we just didn't know what that cost would be. Is that correct?
In part, Commissioner. So initially, so there is a core team, and the core team, there is a representative from each agency, and most of those representatives are their individual IT departments that have expertise in these build-outs. You know, that core team has been in place for the last 20 years. It was the original core team for our Central Square product that we currently have in place. So there is a lot of expertise from the 4 partnering agencies, if you will, but we did bring on the county IT as our project manager, given one is vast experience in the private sector, in the public sector doing project management. She was a wealth of experience, so she just brought that together.
Thank you.
And would you say this is an asset expansion, really? Because it gives a lot more opportunities in the facet of the actual overall usage of the CAD system.
Right.
So it's just kind of an add-on, so.
That's all I have.
Any other questions of staff?
Couple.
Commissioner Bartz?
Okay, so, Mr. Armandro, a couple of things.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, we've been working on this for a couple of years.
Yes,
pretty
we started back in.
From the beginning.
Yes, we started back in 2020. You know, our Central Square CAD product is coming to the end of its life cycle. So the core team did start discussing this. We started looking for vendors a couple years ago, and we started that vetting process. So yes.
Okay. So, I know there has been some question over how this was put together and why it's taken us so long. We are going to a cloud system, is that not what I understand?
That's next.
Wasn't that the intent?
That was our original intent. That is our same intent today, that we will be moving to a cloud-based system. So what the change order does for us right now, so there are a lot of components, the CAD and RMS and MFR, MCT system. So when we first started negotiations with Motorola, we thought that everything would be ready for the cloud base, but with our goal to get this in place as quickly as we could, there are a couple of those modules that are not ready or completely developed by Motorola in the cloud base. They're still on-prem. So to keep the project moving forward, Motorola suggested and offered a proposal to do a hybrid system, if you will. So we'll have some of the programs in cloud, but we'll have the other programs on-prem.
But by the end of the contract, though, it'll be in cloud.
All of it.
Will there be a charge, an additional charge for that?
No, there will not be. So the hybrid proposal that you have before you today, that was discussed at great length. That was a proposal from Motorola at no cost to any one of the organizations that are participating in this project.
When do we anticipate going live with Motorola?
We anticipate October 1st of 2022.
Okay, so another year away.
Yes, ma'am. We are in the process of building that system out now. So the uniqueness for St. Lucie County, and you don't see it a lot across the country, is that we have 3 law enforcement agencies, the fire district and our 911 center, operating off the same system. You go to a lot of counties in Florida and throughout the country, each and every one has their own component. So they're separate. They don't talk to one another like our system will. So there's a lot of efficiencies built into the way we are doing it. But with the 3 law enforcement agencies, everything is unique to that law enforcement agency. You know, so there are differences on how we handle stuff, like in an arrest affidavit. I'll give you a prime example. So at the city of Fort Pierce, when an officer does an arrest affidavit, that arrest affidavit is reviewed and approved by a sergeant and then a lieutenant. That doesn't happen in the other organizations. So there is some uniqueness in those programs that have to be built out. That's what we're doing now.
Okay.
So we're well underway.
So we have several different agencies that are going to be affected. So will there be training that will be individualized for each department?
Yes, absolutely. So that was one of the things in the contract, and to be honest with you, there was a little contention within the contract on that, but we worked with Motorola, because each law enforcement agency, from our previous experience with Central Square, you know, training is a big component, because this is a big change for not only the 911 center, but for law enforcement as well. So, you know, it's from the line officer all the way up to their command staff. So training is a very big component of it. That's a part of the change order, because we asked for additional resources for that.
There there was input by each department as to what they needed?
Absolutely. So when we started out, it was the original core team. And again, reminder, there was a representative from each agency on that core team. Once we narrowed it down, because we wanted a cloud-based system, not every CAD RMS vendor out there can offer a cloud-based system. So once we narrowed that down to 2 basic companies, we did what we call our demonstrations, which incorporated each agency and subject matter experts from each agency. So you would have detectives, you would have officers, you would have crime analysts from each agency watching those demonstrations, so they had input, they had knowledge of what was going into that system.
So, I am supportive of this. It is needed by law enforcement, and I've talked to the different agencies. Not a secret that I'm disappointed with the way the process went. So, and we're looking at another year. But once it's up and running, it'll be a big benefit.
Absolutely. We knew going in that it would be a 12 to 18 month build out. I know that the issue with the cloud-based and having all the programs at a cloud-based functionality was a big setback for us. So that stuff certainly happens. Not really unexpected, still not pleased with it, obviously. The one thing that I can say moving forward, I think that it's imperative for public safety to keep the commission informed of our progress on big projects like this. This is a $4.5 million project that incorporates 5 agencies. The county put up a good portion of this, so I think that moving forward, at least a quarterly report back to the commission is certainly warranted on our progress.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Any other questions to staff? No?
To approve.
Second. Okay.
We have a motion by Mitchell, second by Townsend. I just want to quickly state, public safety is a priority of this board, always has been. And again, the multi-agency cooperation is key here because we have reduced the duplication of costs based on what you've presented as a suggestion that's happening around us. The other is, from a cloud-based standpoint, does that create security enhancements against ransomware and hacking? Because I think that's going to be incredibly important based on recent events, not only in Florida, but across the country and around the world.
So from my layman's perspective, my retired gunslinger days, I will say yes, but I will let Wanda speak a lot more detailed towards that.
I think when we look at companies like Motorola who stake their reputation on being able to do this for law enforcement, they're not new to the game. We've been buying from Motorola for years. I think that speaks to the money that they can afford to put into that, even more so than what we can locally. So I think this is a good solution from a cybersecurity standpoint.
Again, as the cloud-based side of that is the benefit, so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, we have a motion and a second. You've heard it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Go on to number 2. This is
In
a tag-along.
Chair,
Motion
just,
We
I'll
have
go
a
back for a second.
hold on.
I failed to mention that each one of the partner agencies, they have already presented the amended interlocal agreement to their boards, and they have been signed and approved. So,
Okay.
just waiting for your approval.
Motion to approve?
We have a motion by Townsend, second by Mitchell. Any other comments or questions on this item? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. It's been a long night, and I'm going to just go quickly move to Mr. Tipton.
So we have D2, so that is now the.
I thought that's where we were.
That's what we just approved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Good. You guys keep questioning the chair here. I don't know.
Thank you very much, appreciate that.
Thank you. Mr. Tipton, announcement.
Mr. Chair, we do have an open house for redistricting discussion with the public on Thursday, November the 4th, here in these chambers. And that's at 6 p.m. And then our next informal meeting or workshop is on Tuesday, November 9th at 9 a.m.
Okay, and just again, invite the entire public out for the Firefighter Combat Challenge. World Championship is being held in downtown Fort Pierce in St. Lucie County. It started today. The preliminary rounds are happening. The actual World Championship races will begin on Friday the 5th and finalize on the 6th. And to make it certain that, since the chief is here, the St. Lucie County Firefighter Combat Challenge team has won the national championships as of last week, and they are defending their world championship here in Fort Pierce this year. So we hope you all come out and support all of the racers and all those who are in part of the challenge. That being said,
Motion to adjourn.
thank you.